first responders who don't want to respond, bikini-clad snow bunnies, a slew of meaningless characters, or should I say chum, and sharks. We watched Avalanche Sharks. We watched it so you don't have to, so you know what time it is. Greetings, Moon Goons! Welcome to Horrible Horror, the podcast where we watch the worst of the worst in horror movies. Movies so bad they're scary. I'm your host, Mr. Marshall Hampton. With me, as always, my good friend, my buddy, Mr. Co-host of the most... I don't know, I'm getting tongue-tied. Fuck it.
Co-hostess with the mostest.
There we go. Mr. Aaron Southworth. Aaron, how are you doing this fine day?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Oh, you remember to ask.
I did.
I'm fine. Thank you so much for asking.
How are you?
I'm good.
I think you're lying.
I am lying. I am totally lying through my teeth.
You've been a grumpy Gus today. I came over, you're like, nah.
It's this fucking movie, man. This movie just like, it just drained it all out of me.
Really? Was it that draining?
It's yes and no. I don't know. I was struggling to get through my notes for this movie. And part of it is not just because like the movie itself, it's just that there's so much other shit going on in my life right now that trying to find the time to get
effort and energy to sit through this fucking movie.
Well, yeah, and to take the note, like I won't lie, my notes probably suck this week, and I probably skipped a lot of shit, so you might maybe cover. But
considering we're watching Avalanche Sharks,
yes. By the way, guys, it is Shark Week this week.
Yes.
We're celebrating the kickoff of Shark Week when we watched Avalanche Sharks.
Yes, we're Avalanche Sharks.
Let that sink in.
Just let that fucking thing sink in there.
Let that
for a
marinate
minute.
for a while.
Yeah.
This movie was released on January 12th of 2014, written by Keith Shaw under the name of Taj Okawa or something like that. Okawa. I don't fuck it. Who cares? Directed by Scott Wheeler. Mr. Wheeler's got 116 credits under visual effects. Only 9 as the director. He's directed such fine films as Transmorphers, Fall of Man,
yes,
the ripoff.
Yes.
A movie just called MILF, Celebrity Sex Tape, Sinkhole, and this is his second appearance on our show, believe it or not, because he was the director of Attack of the Killer Donuts as well.
Oh, no shit.
Yes, he was.
Huh. So he's a two-timer.
Two-timer now.
All right.
2 more times. And we're
I might have to put him in consideration.
That's consideration, yeah. Okay, this movie's found on Amazon, Vudu, YouTube, Google Play, and iTunes if you really want to track it down and watch this thing. The cast is actually, there's a few people to mention the cast. Nobody like name-wise you're really going to know, but people have some serious like experience to them. Like they've been in a lot of shit.
They've done work.
Yeah, like Diana's played by Kate Nauta, Nauta. She's got 14 credits, including Paranormal Abduction, but she's also in The Game Plan, which was with The Rock, and Transporter 2 with Jason Statham. So she had some big budget movies under her belt. Then we have Lars, who's played by Benjamin Easterday. 28 credits, including such cheesy ass movies like Dragon Wars, Jurassic City, Fire Twister, and Poseidon Rex. So he's like, these movies are right up. This is like all this guy does.
Fire Twister. Is that like playing Twister on fire?
No, I think it's like a tornado of fire.
Oh. I guess that's scary too, but the thought of like being like left hand red and like just burst into flames. That's where my mind went, is childhood games.
Dale is played by Eric Scott Woods. He's got 59 credits, also including Fire Twister.
Nice.
Haunting Charles Manson. He was in Sand Sharks, where he played Sheriff Johnstone, who just won't leave me alone. He's in the TV series Charmed, and he's in Ghost Game, along with Fuck the Movie. And
bold title.
Yeah,
Fuck
bold.
the Movie.
Yeah, and Baywatch Nights. And lastly, the person I mentioned is Gina Holden, who's credited as playing the nurse, who I don't remember seeing a nurse in this fucking movie at all. So I'm guessing maybe her scene was cut out or something.
Yeah, I'm having...
Because I don't remember a nurse at all. But she's credited as nurse. And she's got 58 credits, including The Exorcism of Molly Hartley, Teen Wolf, the TV series, Sand Sharks as well, Saw 3D, the final chapter, Smallville, Alien vs. Predator, Requiem, The Butterfly Effect 2, Final Destination 3, and she was in the 2005 Fantastic Four movie.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
That was the one with Jessica Alba.
Jessica Alba and Michael Chiklis and yeah.
Chiclets.
He's like the candy. He's a chiclet. Michael Chiklis.
That's your name now.
That's his name now from now on. Michael Chiklis. Anyway, so all right, let's throw on our ski gear,
Shine
hit
up,
the slopes,
get our
wax
ski
up the
shined
boards.
up, grab a stick of shark.
Juicy fruit.
I
don't know.
I'm trying to have a little fun with that. But yeah, it's Shark Week. In the wise words of Tracy Jordan, live every week like it's Shark Week.
Yeah, that's right. So the movie opens in the snowy mountains of some ski resort, and we watch these two snowboarders. Mammoth Resort. Mm-hmm. Mammoth Mountain Resort or something like that. And we watch these two snowboarders boarding down the slopes, and they come to this like taped off area, which is I guess supposed to be like, danger, don't go here, but just like some crappy red tape wrapped from like two trees. It's like the worst, like.
Yeah, there's not much warning signs.
Yeah, they didn't go through much effort to really keep people out of this area.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're like, fuck it, fuck the safety notices.
Hey, dude, this is the gnarly dudes go. Woo!
And they go skiing down the blocked off section. So now we switch to some ski patrol guy who uses like this explosive that he launched out like a giant t-shirt can in the back of a truck or something to set off like a safety / maintenance avalanche.
So did he shoot the explosive?
Yeah, like it's like a big tube in the back of his truck.
I guess I don't know if I paid attention or I just blinked because he shot an explosive at the mountain. He didn't plant the charge.
No, it's like a giant t-shirt can. It's like, or a mortar. Like he just had like this long black tube, which is the explosive, and he chucked it down this even bigger tube, and it goes flying off like a mile away.
Why would you do that? Why would you just go up there, plant it?
Because it's probably safer. I guess
safer. It sounds way more dangerous.
Well, then that way you don't get caught in the explosion or the avalanche.
Like survey the land, make sure people mark it off correctly, perhaps.
Well, yeah, a little more than some flimsy red tape around two trees. Yeah, you probably think
crazy.
So. So, like I said, and which is a real thing. They do set off like maintenance or preemptive avalanche stuff. So this explosion, of course, happens right where the two snowboarders are skiing, where they,
snowboarding.
Same fucking thing.
Oh, I beg to differ.
Oh, fuck you. No. I am not getting that technical. Snowboarding, skiing, same fucking thing in this. I'm not going to be that technical about it.
You are a grumpy Gus today.
Anyway, so they managed to look up just in time to see a wave of snow coming their way. The snow wave like takes out what at first I thought were just like these small trees, but it turns out to be like sacred Indian totems or wards or something.
Like runes.
They're not really runes because they're like
runes. I just want to say that word. Runes.
Yeah. So the snow takes them out, and once broken, they briefly glow in like this pale blue light, like dead Jedis. Yeah. They look like dead Jedis now, basically.
Yeah, it's a good description.
Snowboarder 1, who was knocked over by the snow, by a snow wave, looks up to see a mystical blue glowing shark fin swimming through the snow towards him. The shark leaps out of the snow, eats Snowboarder 1 in one chomp. Snowboarder 2 is like, fuck that. He takes off racing down the slopes. But he runs right into a fucking tree, and the tree branch like impales him through the chest, and he's like, oh, I'm gonna need a Band-Aid, man. I'm gonna need a Band-Aid.
He pulls back a little bit and blood squirting. Goes, maybe some stitches.
And he falls to the ground where he too gets eaten by the blue glowing shark.
He's pretty much done for, but just to finish him off, here comes computer graphic blue shark.
Yeah, dead Jedi shark.
Jesus.
So we roll the opening credits, which play over a child's drawing of people getting eaten by the snow sharks. So after the credits, we go to two women getting picked up by a guy in a truck. Girl 1, whose name is Becca, makes the guy wait while she takes her time in the house.
This fucking drove me crazy. There's a man who has a wife who's very particular about her time and is late for fucking everything. It just drives me nuts because he honks the horn and the girl comes out and she gives him a signal of like 5 minutes.
Wait. But I got to back up for a second because I think I just heard you say, as a man particular about his time, having a wife who makes him wait. Is that what you said? Is that correct?
She always makes me...
But the funny thing is, people who know you were notorious for always being late.
Because of my wife!
No!
Yes!
Most of the time, you can't even show up to the podcast on time half the time.
Half the time, it's like, talk to me, okay?
You were always like the last one to show up everywhere. That was before you were married, dude.
Well, come on, I was with her forever, though. I blame my wife.
All right, fair enough.
But this drove me crazy. This drove me nuts because so often, we're late.
Yeah.
Like, we were so, like, fuck it. There's a World Cup story where basically we were the first people to be cut off the line because they were so full in there. I couldn't go in and watch the game, and Melissa's like, sorry. I'm like, God damn it, we should have been here 30 minutes ago. Fuck.
So anyway, Becca, like I said, she's making the guy wait outside in the house while she complains to girl 2 about the guy's ridiculously overly detailed itinerary.
Which is stupid.
Yeah. Now, before I go on, let me make this disclaimer here. There are so many fucking characters in this movie that I probably won't be able to keep them straight or even get half their names right, nor the relationships between the characters.
And another thing that seems what happened with me is once the males, specifically the males, the guys, when they put on their gear,
they all look the same.
Yes, they all put on their hats and ski gear, and I get it, it's cold.
Yeah.
You wear a hat and goggles and shit.
There's like 3 guys who look identical. Like, didn't we just see him get killed?
Yeah.
Wait, didn't we see him just get killed? Like, who's this guy?
And they don't have like significant gear. Like, one's not wearing a funny red hat.
No.
Or one doesn't have a beard or anything like that. It's their gear seems to be so nondescript.
Yeah, there's nothing they should be wearing fucking name tags in this movie.
Because it gets really, really, really really hard to tell them apart.
I'm glad I'm not
curly hair
the only
or brown
one
hair
who had that problem. Because I was like, I was about to. I threw my hand. I'm like,
well,
I
part
can't
of me was just like,
this.
fuck it.
Yeah,
this is Avalanche Shark. Okay, I'm not gonna pay attention to it. I'm not gonna really drive the hammer home on character development.
So back to the scene. Now I have no idea if girl 2 here is supposed to be Becca's like mother, older sister, friend, roommate. We have really no idea what their relationship is.
Because she does seem older.
She does seem older than Becca, but like. Again, it's really weird. Like, there's no idea how these people relate or what they're, like I said, family, friend, roommate, what's going on.
That is something this movie does have going for it, is it does have a pretty wide age gap as far as the characters are concerned. I mean, you have all the way from the mayor, who we meet later, to, the child bride and this Becca girl. This Becca girl, yeah. So, I mean, there's a pretty wide array of ages.
Yeah, I'll say that.
Because anytime you watch a horror movie or a low budget horror, it's always just like young tits and ass and young guys and young girls, for the most part.
But in the ones that aren't, like even if they're like older groups, it's still like that whole group is older. You don't get a mixed match. Either they're young teenagers, college something, or they're like 30, 40 something, but you don't really get that mix.
Yeah, this is a good mix mash.
So anyway, both of them grab their bags and head out to the truck. We cut to a bedroom. Or the lodge room or whatever of Wade and his girl Madison, who I didn't learn her name till way later. I'm just remembering it now, so I'll throw it out there. Wade is supposed to be a Marine, home on leave, but he's no fucking Marine, not with that goddamn haircut he's got. No way. Wade's upset that his brother and his dumb friend have already left to go skiing without them.
So we get the impression that it's the 2 snowboarders we saw before.
Yeah. You go back to Becca and her mom, sister, friend, girl, whatever. They're in the truck with the guy. Becca's complaining that she has to pee, but the driver refuses to stop because they have already had their one scheduled pee break. But he makes a deal with them that if they will listen to his latest story idea, he'll make a bathroom stop. So, goddamn, talk about a fucking bathroom Nazi. I mean, this guy's basically taking her pee hostage.
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, you will listen to my shitty story idea if you want to pee, or otherwise you're going to piss in the truck or something like that. And he even says, like, how do you know I won't like that if you pee in my truck? And it's really
it's
cheesy.
supposed to be
It's supposed to be funny, but it's like, this is, ugh. Yeah, no. So she tells them he tells the two girls a story about how Mammoth Mountain, which is where they're headed, is cursed by a demon named Skookum, or Skookum, something like that. It fucking matters. It's a dumbass name that doesn't sound like a demon curse. It sounds like a Skookum.
Sounds like a strain of marijuana.
Yeah, or like somebody telling, like, with a bad accent telling their dog to sick 'em or something like that, or Skookum. Yeah, or
it sounds like you know,
or some weird like urban dictionary slang word for
kicking someone in the dirt in the
I was
taint.
gonna say jizz, but you know,
Skookum.
yeah, like skeet, Skookum.
I was thinking, like, I'm gonna hit him in the skunkum. It sounds like another term for taint, or like dirt for something.
That works too.
Yeah.
I like that. It works.
It's like, I'm gonna punch him in the skunkum.
Basically, it says Skookum, who lives in the mountains and preys on skiers and snowboarders. However, Skookum is not really a demon. Oh no. You see, a millennium ago, in a galaxy far, far away, there is a planet of intelligent sharks who were struggling to save the race because their planet was dying. Now, in mid-fucking story, it cuts back to the mountain. So it just cuts off from here.
So is he stealing from Star Wars and Transformers?
Yeah, it's like, what is happening?
And he's throwing sharks in there?
Sprinkle a little bit of Jaws in there. Yeah. Transformers, Star Wars. It's a goddamn mess. And which, by the way, I'm going to say this now, so I don't remember at the end, but based on what we learned at the end of this movie, how the hell does this guy know this? Know all this already? Like, this is supposed to be like his story idea, like he's coming off his top of his head. No, it's like the entire basis of this fucking movie,
or at least an offshoot of it.
Yeah, it's like, what? So anyway, now we get like a sick montage of extreme skiers and snowboarders doing their tricks, going off jumps and other trick obstacles, while awesome 80s like killer guitar riffs are playing in the background.
It basically becomes a Mountain Dew commercial.
It really does become like a Mountain Dew commercial from like way back in the day.
From the late 90s,
when like
early
the
2000s.
X Games are first starting to be a thing. Like,
yes,
like Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
Or it could be like a Red Bull commercial.
Go vertical with Dew. Yeah. Oh, they had Busta Rhymes in a bunch of Mountain Dew commercials.
Oh, yeah.
Remember Busta Rhymes put on whiteface, chasing
How is
Busta
that not
Rhymes.
racist? How is that not racist?
If you remember those commercials, like, come on, Busta dude, wait up, and he'd be chasing. But it would be Busta Rhymes in whiteface chasing Busta Rhymes himself. But he's like on a skateboard, like, Busta dude, wait up! And he's like, oh no, I gotta get away from this honky. And I'm like, it's just so fucking weird ass commercials. I can't believe that shit plays. It's so weird.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking strange.
You remember that shit?
Yeah, very
so
vaguely.
Weird.
Very vaguely. So when the montage ends, we meet the local sheriff as he wanders around the ski resort. We also meet the sheriff's wife, who, by the way, is way too young and hot to be with this like 50, 60-year-old sheriff and like the ski resort's owner / manager, Lars. Now, from here, we cut to two snow bunnies walking through the pine wood trees around the resort, laughing, giggling, just being dumb.
Yes, they're walking and just they're drunk and being silly.
Yeah. They're being watched by the crazy mountain man who's staying in the trees, who, while watching these girls, sees the glowing blue shark fin cutting through the snow behind the girls. Now, instead of warning the girl and saying, oh shit, get out of the lookout, what the hell is that? Girls run. He's like, oh, they're back.
But he did before
and he cuts away again.
But before he even says that, he does say, he's talking to his dog.
Yeah.
And he says, oh, if it was half a century ago, I'd give him what for?
Yeah.
Half a century ago when you were 3?
Yeah, he's not that old. He's not like a 75, 80-year-old man. He's like in his 40s or early 50s at
just
best.
Looks like he's got a scraggly beard.
Yeah.
I might be able to look like him if I let my shit go for a while.
Yeah. He's not that old.
Not that old. But if half a century ago, I'd give her what for? Oof.
50 fucking years.
Oof.
Yeah.
Well, that makes me think of a 3-year-old. Going weird here.
But yeah, so it cuts away again. There's so many goddamn smash cuts and just cut. We're jumping all over the place.
Like with music playing in the and just stop.
Yeah. Now we get more filler shots and like giant snow smoothing, flattening vehicles, whatever they're called. They're like basically snow zambonis.
Yeah, it's like a long scene, too.
Yeah, of just driving around after the slopes have closed, is basically just cleaning the place up.
Get the powder ready, bro.
Yeah, it's like snow zambonis. So night falls. We cut to the nighttime party going on at the resort. There's like kicking off spring break week. Wade and his girl Madison meet up with several other people that I guess they're supposed to know. But again, we don't see them knowing each other before any of this. They're just like, hey guys, what's up?
They're just meeting people.
Yeah, but they seem to be more like.
Well, yeah, they're buds.
Like they're buds, but they act.
It doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah. Anyway, one of them is the guy who was driving the truck. I think his name's Ross, but I don't fucking know. It doesn't matter because, like I said, all the guys are pretty much exactly the same.
And there's so many of them.
Yeah. Up walks the captain of the ski patrol, Dale, who was some sort of Olympic bronze medalist, because we know this because he wears his fucking medal through half this movie.
I love him.
He's like a skiing Kurt Angle or something like that.
He's
just wearing those medals everywhere he goes. And they're not even like gold, they're just bronze, but still.
But dude, this guy's perfect. He's so good because he's bronzed. He's so fake tan.
Oh, he's so fake tan.
His teeth are so white. They're so fucking white.
He's like
and he's
George
just like
Hamilton again,
yes,
man. Like younger.
And he's like in his mid to late 40s. And you can tell he's kind of beefy.
I don't know if he's mid 40s. I'd say maybe late 30s, early 40s.
No,
yeah.
He's just so fucking cheesy.
Yeah.
I love that guy.
Dale may be one of the best characters, especially at the end of the movie. There's a lot of stuff he says at the end that I liked. It was funny.
He just gets better and better.
He does. At first, like, you can't
along.
stand, but he does get better as it goes. I will say, yeah, he's like the fine wine of this movie. He just gets better with age.
Better with age.
So he's also carrying a torch, like the Olympic torch, with him, and he comes down to light this giant bonfire as he declares Spring Break Week open, and everybody's like, "Woo! Yay, Spring Break! So party, party, party!" Meanwhile, the sheriff and his child bride, the marine biologist, his child bride is a marine biologist, by the way.
Child bride, dude. She looks like she's in her 30s or 40s.
Are you kidding me?
No, yes.
He's like in his 60s, and she looks like she's like barely, like maybe 25.
Oh, man.
She is not that young.
You're a poor judge of age, my friend.
Or not that
She's
old, I should say.
Definitely in her like late 30s, early 40s.
No way.
Oh, yeah.
No way.
Yeah. Now, yes, he looks like he's like pretty close to Harry Dean Stanton.
Yeah.
He looks pretty fucking old.
He's really old, and she is like super young and like
he
and
must
hot.
be swinging some lead pipe then,
Like
because
something.
yeah.
Anyway, she also happens to be a marine biologist.
In the
middle of the fucking Alpine mountains somewhere. Yeah, because
there's a lot of work there.
Yeah, a lot of work. They're having a lobster dinner back at their place. Wade calls the sheriff on his home line. How does Wade have the sheriff's home number? Like, what? Like,
yeah.
I mean, it's not like a landline, but it's like the sheriff's
like his
personal
fucking
cell
cell phone.
phone. It's not like he's calling 911 or like the sheriff's office.
Right.
It's like, what?
And even if it's a small town, you usually have someone 24 hours working like the police station.
He's like the only cop in this entire area.
Yeah.
There's no deputies. There's nobody else. It's just this old man.
Just old man's swinging dick.
Yeah. And he's like, hey, sheriff, have you seen my brother? Oh, by the way, the brother's name is Shredder. Shredder. Like, yep. I'm done. Like, what the fuck? Are we gonna see like 4 snowboarding mutant turtles and coming up with a giant
radical rat?
Yeah, and a fucking rat. Like, are you kidding me? The guy's name is Shredder.
I think he goes by Hamato Yoshi.
Yes, that's
his real name. Oroko Saki. Pardon me. It was Oroko Saki. Hamato Yoshi was Splinter.
Yeah. So regardless,
you got to take away my nerd card, guys. I gotta fuck that one up.
Regardless, the sheriff's like basically blows him off. He's like, you know what? Call ski patrol. I don't care right now.
Yeah, well,
because I'm about to, I'm getting my fingers sucked on by my child bride wife.
Who's 40?
She's not 40. There's no way she's 40. God. If I knew her fucking name, I'd look up her character in IMDb, but I don't know what her name is in this entire movie, so I don't know who to look up.
That's a good point. I grab my phone. I think I'm just going to put it down.
So I don't know. I was like, the whole movie, I watched this movie with IMDb up on my computer trying to keep track of characters, but there's so many characters who I never learned their names of, so I can't really correlate who is who in this movie because they don't give you a name. So, anyway, so Wade goes to talk to Dale about his missing brother, and that might not be her. That's not her.
It's 36.
No, okay, first of all, Katie Uda, Diana. If you look at a picture of her, it's not her. Because she's one of the people I looked up. It's not her. That's not her.
Oh, you're full of shit.
Wait, hold on. That one might be her.
That's her. She's 36.
Oh, yeah, Transport 2. Okay, that is her. I stand corrected.
All right. You are a bad judge of age.
She looks younger than 36. Okay, she looks way younger. Regardless, he's still like 60. It's still weird.
He is an old fucking man.
Yes.
He's shooting dust.
All right, I'll try to move past that.
Score one for Aaron. Boom! I don't get a lot of wins, so I gotta take him where I can get him, baby.
So, like I said, Wade goes to talk to Dale about his missing brother, and this is where I learned your fucking master's name. Who cares? Dale also basically just tells him to fuck off. That it's a party and it's spring break, and he's not going to do anything about it. Wade goes on to say that his brother and friend went up the backside of the mountain. This is where they get interrupted by the crazy mountain man named Duffy, who's screaming, "It was Sookum! It was Sookum who got him!" And Dale tells him to basically shut up. But instead, Duffy goes on a crazy yelling rant that gets the attention of all the party goers, yelling at them that they're all going to die.
You're all going to die!
The slopes will run red with your blood, and blah, blah, blah.
It's a scene where there's about 30, 40, maybe more people all partying, hooting and hollering, music, DJs playing.
How would they all hear this
And this
guy?
old man goes, "You're all going to die!" Sure, some people are going to look over at him.
The one's closest
but
to him,
the
maybe.
whole place goes quiet, and then the music goes down.
Yeah, it's like you hear like the record scratch. And he's yelling. So Dale finally intervenes, pulls Duffy aside, tells him to shut up, stop acting crazy, get out of here.
And gives him a book recommendation.
Yeah, like go read this like self-help book or something like that.
No matter where you are, that's who I am.
Yeah.
Something like that. He's like, read that book. It's like, geez, he's really hammering home like Oprah's reading list.
Yeah. Dale then turns his attention back to Wade and says to him, "See that ticket attached to your ski ticket attached to your jacket? It says ski at your own risk, not mine." So pretty much right like I said, right now off the bat, we have two authority figures, a sheriff and like the captain of the first, the ski patrol.
Ski patrol, pardon me.
Who are basically first responders whose job is to deal with this exact situation, missing people in the mountains. Both saying, "Fuck it, I'm not going to do my job. Fuck those missing people.
Yeah.
I'm going to party and get my fingers sucked on." That's what we have right now.
Get some lobster and get my dick wet.
Yeah.
Like, these guys are pretty horrible.
They are awful.
I kind of wonder...
Like, how do they have jobs?
They don't even show EMTs. They're probably just meth heads and burnt out.
Yeah. The meth heads are doing like fucking crystal meth in the back of the lodge somewhere.
These are EMTs.
Now we cut to some party going guy wander around the woods alone at night. Could be Ross, could be somebody else. We don't fucking know. Just some dude at this point. Just some dude.
I think it's Ross. I think it's the cousin, the guy who was driving the truck.
I thought so too, but then like I said, the 2 days later, I see I look like the exact same person.
A guy who looks exactly like him. Yeah.
So he hears the sounds of the shark swimming through the snow, but doesn't see anything. So the shark swims right up behind him. I mean, seriously, about 4 feet. Like, I should say behind him. He swims like right in front of the guy. Like 4 feet in front of this guy's face. And this guy still doesn't see a giant shark fin or the snow like partying and moving like directly in front of him.
The snow doesn't part very much.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. There's no like wake effect. But I'm just saying, there's still you don't see the giant.
You see a big fucking fin,
glowing blue fin in the middle of the night, which would be even brighter because it's nighttime out. It would be like a beacon. The shark leaps out of the snow, eats the guy, leaving just like his 2 calves and feet behind. The next morning, the resort is bustling with spring breakers. Wade and Master is sitting at the resort bar, restaurant, whatever. Wade's still going on about his missing brother, blah, blah, blah. We cut to Duffy and his dog on his dog sled.
Yeah, he's got like a proper
Iditarod.
Yeah, he's got like they're all mush, go.
Yeah, proper dogs. Yeah, proper
dog sled. Yeah.
And you see 2 ghost snow sharks appear. The dogs freak out. The sled comes to a screeching halt, like a dead stop in the snow. And the lead dog gets eaten by the shark, but we don't see it on screen. Yeah. He's just there. Next minute, the dog's gone.
Bark. They show Duffy, and then they flash back to the dogs, and there's just a pile of blood.
There's just some red snow. And when I watched that scene, it's like, okay, there's like 2, 4, 6, 8. There's like 8 dogs or something like that. And then when we come back and see the dog that's supposed to be gone, it's like
2,
there's
4,
still
6,
8 dogs.
dogs.
Like, where did they take one?
I was really confused by this too.
like,
I'm like, there is not a missing dog.
No, and there's no like dangling harness or anything. It's like
Yeah.
nothing
And
really happened.
The guy Duffy, he's like, oh no, and he whips out this fucking gun.
He whips out a fucking M16.
What the fuck? It looked like a fucking Starship Trooper gun because it didn't look like an M16. It looked like this fucking giant boxy gun.
I think it was. I think it was an M16. Maybe modified, but
like,
yeah.
what the fuck?
Yeah,
is
I was
that?
thinking like, where the hell is this mountain man get a fucking assault rifle like
Where
this?
is he get a Starship Trooper's gun from?
Back at the resort, Wade confronts Dale again, who is now working on his tan.
I love it.
Still refusing to actively look for Wade's brother, not wanting to do a work, and he's just rocking his bronze medal on his bronze body.
Laying in a bark lounger with one of those tanning,
like silvery tan reflectors.
Tan reflectors. But he's got his shirt on.
It's a wife beater, yeah.
Like no sleeves with his medal. Fucking love this guy. And his head's so big.
He's got that big head.
This big fucking square jaw head.
Meanwhile, in the bar/restaurant, the sheriff gets asked by this blonde woman to look for her missing cousin Ross. So again,
that's why I'm like,
yeah, I'm guessing it's that.
Yeah.
Again, the sheriff seems just disgusted and annoyed that someone's asking him to actually do his job, and he tells the woman if Ross doesn't show up by the end of the day, then maybe he'll fill out a report.
I might get around to it.
Maybe.
Jesus Christ.
The sheriff leaves.
He's wearing a big fucking stupid Chewbacca hat, too, by the way. God,
Chewbacca hat? Chewbacca doesn't wear a hat.
He's wearing a brown
He's wearing a sheriff's outfit with like the Rick Grimes sheriff's hat.
He's not wearing, no, it's one of those big fucking pullover like Yukon type
Oh,
hats.
the Russian type hat.
Yes, but with the ear flaps down,
Yeah.
but it's like Chewbacca colored. It's like a light brown. It doesn't match anything he's wearing. His
jacket's brown.
This is my fashion faux pas. that is
The
a
shades
dark
of brown
that
don't
is
match?
that is a dark chocolate jacket with like a Chewbacca brown hat.
It's so weird. You keep saying Chewbacca. Like, Chewbacca never wears a hat. It's driving me crazy.
Chewbacca's color.
I get colors, but when you say Chewbacca, it makes me think of like a hat that Chewbacca wears. Like when you say, when people describe it, it's like, oh, it's the Indiana Jones hat because Indiana Jones wears a certain kind of hat. Chewbacca doesn't wear a hat.
Well, Chewbacca's a color. It's that fucking color, and those colors clash. Been watching way too much Queer Eye for the Straight Guy.
Yeah, the new season on Netflix is supposed to be pretty good, I hear.
Already seen all the episodes.
Oh, are you? You know what else is really funny on Netflix is it's called Nailed It. It's like a mock cooking show. We know they have like those cake shows where like all these people are really good cooks and
it's a bunch of
these
assholes.
people who can't cook or they're shit.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty funny. I haven't watched season 2, but I watched season 1.
We're doing it again. We're going off base
don't
and just
wanna
talking
talk
about other
this movie.
shit.
I did also just finish season 2 of Glow, which was entertaining. I enjoyed that.
Oh
as
yeah,
well.
I saw that too.
Did
Why are we doing this show anymore?
Did you watch? Have you seen season 2 of Luke Cage yet?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll leave it there then.
And we stopped.
We stop. We stop once we get somebody hasn't seen. All right. Where was I? Who fucking knows? The sheriff leaves and we watch Lars start hitting on some Asian woman. We cut to a hot tub filled with 4 bikini-clad women and a guy named Randy. Now, Carol walks up. I don't know who the fuck Carol is at this point, but Carol, I think, was the girl in the bar that was asking about Ross.
Yes.
I don't know.
She's wearing a all black outfit.
Yeah. Carol walks up. They talk about how Ross is missing. Randy gets out, offering to help her look for him as a way, basically, to work his way into her pants. He's playing the nice guy card.
Why?
You got 4 bikini-clad women surrounding you, drinking shots and stuff like that, and you're like,
and you're in a hot tub. It's like
you can't get more perfect.
You're in a pretty good position, bro.
Yeah, but you're gonna get up to go help this bitch look for her dumbass cousin. Like, no, Randy, you get what you deserve. You deserve what you get coming up because you're an idiot.
What a dick.
What a dumbass. Anyway.
Okay, so mind you, these girls. We're pretty early in the movie, right?
Yeah.
They're in the hot tub and they're partying.
Yeah.
All right.
We're like the first 15 minutes of the movie, if that, at this point. And they're partying in the hot tub. And so now we cut to another couple walking out of the middle of nowhere. And keep in mind, this middle of nowhere looks nothing like the snow-covered slopes we've seen all movies so far. Now, granted, there's mountains in the background, but the environment they're walking through is like so different. It's like instead of snow, we have like tall brown grass and large rocks and lots of brush and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like not the snowy mountain slopes. Like
there's a little snow here, a little snow there.
But it's way in the background. It's like they're like miles and miles away where like the plains of Kansas start to meet with the Rocky Mountains or something. It's where the fuck are these people?
It's pretty off.
So the couple are arguing about their relationship. The woman wants a deeper, more meaningful relationship, of course. She demands to know if the man she's with loves her. The dude stumbles over his words, not wanting to say the L word.
Well, do you remember when we were talking? I forget, it was a couple episodes ago when the girl goes, "Don't you love me?" You don't say "I love you," so just go, "Of course I do."
Yeah.
Remember we mentioned that? Of course I do. And that's what he did. That's what he did. He goes, "Of course I do." And she goes, "Say the words." She called his bluff. That bitch made him actually have to say the words.
I think it might have been Final Exam, like the opening scene of Final Exam, where they're making out in the car by the lake on the college campus.
Oh yeah, very good. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. But yeah,
so
it's all you got. Of course I
yeah.
do. 9 times out of 10 it works.
9 out of 10. Yeah.
Apparently this time not so much.
He doesn't even say that. He was like
he froze.
Yeah, he doesn't say anything.
She had him dead to rights.
But now we cut back to the fucking resort as Dale gets a call from Lars. Lars hammers at home that this is their biggest money-making week, noticing that if they noting that don't scare away all the money, like, nothing scares the money away faster than like people find out, people are missing, to point out dead bodies from the snow.
Lars is
he's
the
like,
owner.
Yeah, and again, he's like, we're not going to do anything about these missing people, not till spring break's over.
Dale's, he's a douchebag, but he's still ski patrol, and he's thinking maybe I should call search and rescue, which I guess is I
don't think he even says that. Yeah,
but isn't that a separate entity? I guess
ski patrol basically is search and rescue. It's like this. It's like a.
Unless I don't know, because I've only been skiing, snowboarding a couple times in Colorado. I don't know that.
But that's
culture.
Like their job. It's not. Maybe not search and rescue may encompass like a more a wider area, but ski patrol is basically search and rescue amongst other things for like it would be
the one resort.
The resort, like all the area that encompasses the resort. So that is part of his job. And
I guess search and rescue, like you said, is
maybe like the mountains in general or something like that.
Or get a helicopter in.
Yeah, or even then, like it'd still be like. I don't know. It's shades of gray.
It very well could be just something that's just ski culture, or they could be pulling something around their ass. I don't know.
But yeah, either way, it's just showing again these two guys being douchebags.
They're separate entities, and they're not
caring about the safety. They just want the money, and we're not going to do anything about it. Duffy comes running through the crowd.
It's very Jaws, Yeah. It's got a very Jaws feel to it.
Duffy comes running through the crowds again, screaming and ranting how everyone's going to die and that it killed his dog. Now we go back to the couple arguing out in the middle of nowhere in the plains of Kansas or whatever he said. Again, the woman, we find out her name is Barb, asks him if he loves her. He still won't answer. She storms off.
And storms off like half a mile?
Yeah. Like,
my God.
Not even half a mile. It's not even a quarter mile. It's like 60 feet.
It just, the juxtaposition they show.
Yeah.
Where they have the woman so far off in the background. It's like, how? And I'm like, okay, cue the shitty shark effect. Because she's going to get killed off in the distance, of course.
Yeah.
Because it's like, the farther away we put her, the cheaper our budget has to be on the computer graphics. Because it just looks like... Go on. What's going to fucking happen.
Yeah, you know what's going to fucking happen. But a fun fact about the woman playing Barb, her real name is Erica Jordan, and she was once engaged to Disturbed frontman David Draymond, who I'm a big fan of. She called the wedding off in November of 2008, and supposedly the Disturbed songs Torn, Asylum, Crucified, and Serpentine are all about her and their breakup. So there's a little fun fact. And she's also done like apparently a shit ton of like bikini softcore type movies too.
Good for her.
So anyway, Barb gets pissed off, like I said, walks away. And of course, this is when, like we said, she obviously gets attacked by a shark.
Who saw that coming?
Yeah,
this
guy.
guy.
Now the shark leaps out of the water, bites her in half.
Lift out of the what?
I said water. Lifts out of the tall grass. Jumps out of the tall grass. Not even snow anymore. It's not even snow shark. Now it's just like prairie sharks.
Prairie shark.
Bites her in half. Barb's upper half is left on the ground.
Yeah, now she's in the snow.
Like now she's in the snow. You're right. Thank you. That's why I wrote snow, but it's not snow. But
now she's on snow because it's pretty.
It's completely snow. Now they're back on the mountain slopes.
Yeah, because it's kind of a cool effect. She's cut in half. And she's still like
she's like desperately reaching out for help.
And she's trying to crawl but she's slipping around on the snow, and there's blood all over the snow. It's probably one of the better effects.
Yeah, I would say it's probably one of the best effects in the movie. Or at least visual looking. But anyway, the shark pops up again, chomps into her, and pulls her down into the earth / snow / grass / whatever.
She didn't scream. She just made like guttural noises. She's like, blah, blah, blah,
that's true.
Probably much more accurate if you get chomped in half and your body's still flapping around.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, good for her.
Now we cut to Barb's man who's running away. He meets up with Wade and Madison now, who are out walking about. Tells them that Barb was eaten by sharks. The sharks appear at this point and start chasing them like through the woods or the grass or whatever the hell we're gonna call it. Meanwhile, back at the sheriff's office, the sheriff is talking to Duffy about Skookum, and his wife comes in, overhears the conversation, and tells the sheriff to look in some file. I don't even know what she's like. Look in the file, and he opens it up and sees the child's drawing of two people getting eaten by snow sharks. Well,
look at the file. Look at this child's drawing. Doesn't this tell you everything you need to know?
Yeah, and while a third person stands by crying, and this is the same picture we see during the opening credits sequence. Now, the wife goes into backstory telling mode, and she says that something killed her parents when she was a young child, and she was rescued by an angel that picked her up and carried her to safety. And at this point, I'm like, what the fuck, movie? Where are we going with this shit? What's the end game here? Like, now we have angels and what is happening? But Duffy quickly chimes in saying, "Oh yeah, that was me. I pulled her under my dog sled." So you mistook this like rugged, scraggly old dude on a dog sled as an angel?
How bad is your fucking... I mean, yes, maybe she was a kid, but wouldn't she remember your savior, the guy that came in and saved you from fucking snow sharks that are eating your parents? Yeah, and there he is, sitting feet away from you, and you're like, "What's up, you old fuck?" You know?
He's like, "Yeah, that was me. Where's my thank you, bitch?"
No shit. I mean... I know we're not asking a lot from snow sharks or avalanche sharks.
Never get brought up like in their past or ever come up again. It's like, what's going on?
We're not asking for a lot.
Yeah,
but that was pretty bad.
And what makes this gets worse for me. It gets really bad for the rest of the scene because the wife goes on to say that she's been searching for these creatures her whole life, and that's why she's still here at the mountain. Now, this is why it makes zero fucking sense to me. First of all, it makes it sound like she's been here her whole life searching for proof, but it's stated earlier that in a conversation with was it Dale and the sheriff that the sheriff moved here from New York. Like they moved here from New York together. It's impossible for her to still quote unquote be here if she just moved here from New York. Plus, you're telling me that this whole time they've been married, not once did it ever come up that her parents were killed by mystery magical creatures. I mean, Jesus Christ, the sheriff is acting like this is the first time he's ever even heard about her parents being dead. Which, wouldn't he know this already? I mean, the fact that they've been married, so obviously maybe, when her parents aren't showing up at the wedding, might be something, a hint that maybe there's something wrong with her parents. Maybe they're dead. Maybe they're not around. But no, it's just fucking bullshit. Like, it makes zero sense.
Well, after the first 6 months of hearing my wife talk, all I hear now is this. But
you'd think that was something that come up before you got married, like dating in the courting phase. Like, oh yeah, by the way, my parents were killed by some mystery ghost creature in the snow. And I was rescued by an angel.
That's what you bring up in the courting phase? I'm fucking crazy, by the way.
Right,
but you know what? Nothing fucks better than crazy pussy.
That's right. That's right. And he's an old man. He's like, fuck, fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah. Maybe that's why she gets with him.
Yeah.
Because no one else wants to fucking touch her.
Yeah.
It's like,
she's crazy, and he's just like, what?
I'm out. And she's like, by the way, my parents were killed by what? He's like, what? Huh? Speaking to my good ear.
I love the fact that he had like one of those like old type like hearing aids. It's just like a giant metal funnel. He holds that up. He's like, meh.
Huh? That's the explanation.
So that I was like, what? And then and now she continues to go on to tell a story about a Native American myth about great white sharks that swam upriver to an alpine lake caused something by a great spirit. Again, what the shit, movie?
So
what? What?
I'm guessing this is in Colorado, Utah, Idaho, somewhere where there's mountains.
Yeah.
Most likely Utah or Colorado.
Those are big
right?
skiing hubs, yeah.
Yeah. Those are your number one skiing hubs in the
But I think
United
the movie is
States.
Canadian, but anyway, yeah.
Fuck Canada, sure.
Anyway, Vancouver, I don't give a shit. But first of all...
Well, they keep showing an American flag everywhere.
That's true. That is right. First of all, my other argument is Native Americans, I don't think knew what the fuck a great white shark was. Great white sharks aren't around here. They're not, even if they were like Indians from Florida or California, great whites aren't even there. Like great whites are down like Australia and like New Zealand, aren't they? Like
there's some off the coast of California right now.
Are there? Okay, yeah. California. Okay,
there's more because the water's a lot warmer.
Okay, well now, especially, but
thanks a lot, global warming.
Okay, but there's my point. Now, global warming. Back in Native American, like the olden days,
you might see one or two here and there on a good
maybe
on
if you're on the
El
coast,
Nino.
but these are like the Indians in the mountains in this prairie.
Would have no fucking idea.
You don't know what a fucking great white shark is. And again, swimming up a river, there's saltwater animals. They would die swimming up a fucking river. They wouldn't make it there. Like everything about this movie is fucking retarded. I hate it so much, so much.
You did realize you picked a movie called Avalanche Sharks,
right?
right?
I get it. It's gonna be dumb. I get that from the title, but I didn't have to be this dumb and in factual information.
Would you rather them come from space and be super smart?
But they actually try to pull that off too. They do say oh yeah, they're space ghosts.
Would you rather it be that, or would you rather it be some asshole shark swimming up a river halfway across the country?
You know what? At this point, I almost rather them say, "Yeah, they're from fucking space, man."
I'd be okay with that too.
Because at least then, all right, we're going full on crazy. Like that's fine. We're going full on crazy. Throw everything out the window. But they're trying to mix trying to make this somewhat plausible. Make some kind of scientific base to this, which is completely false. Like there's nothing about this that would be I'm much rather than be from space. Much rather be from space than actual great white sharks that swam up a river by some great spirit or something.
Any way you can put sharks on a mountain swimming through snow, just go with it, baby. Just go with it.
I'm just okay. It just made me think of again Swamp Ape when they were talking about the airboat rental guy was like Buffalo Tigers airboat rentals, and again we had that rant they wouldn't know what a fucking tiger is. They don't know. They would have seen one. So anyway, the sheriff and his wife, they leave Duffy handcuffed to a chair for some reason, because he didn't really do anything. He was like, we're just going to handcuff him up anyway. At this point, I do need to mention the sheriff office, not the whole sheriff's department here, which is, again, just this one dude, doesn't give a shit about safety regulations at all. God. Because his walls are just aligned like heavy duty, seriously heavy duty guns just hang on the wall for anyone can just walk up and grab and walk off with.
Some serious artillery
we're talking massive SWAT team level, anti-terrorist, breaching, raiding shotgun type stuff. Riot guns,
auto shotguns,
massive things. There's
shit you'd see in Resident Evil video games.
Yeah,
he's got the handgun, the shotgun, the sniper rifle. Yeah. He's got it all.
It's like the progression of weapons from every Resident Evil movie. You got the bright 9mm on the wall, and then you got the shotgun. You get the sniper rifle hang up there too.
I think in the corner is the mystical box that holds everything.
That explains where Duffy got his M16. He stole it off the sheriff's Resident Evil wall.
That's what he did. Of course.
Because there's nothing holding him back. He just anybody can walk in and take
I think
one off.
he had the BFG is what he had. It's so they're just crossing games here.
So now we jump back to Wade, Masson, and the other guy still walking around the slopes. The Sharks have now reappeared, coming up from behind them. Wade Masson started to take off running. Well, this is how we learned the other guy's name is Mike. He just drops to his knees, saying that he's figured it out. I figured it out, guys. It's all about love. Barb died because I didn't believe in the power of love. So the Sharks are like circling Mike now while he's on his knees. Wade Masson like pleading with him, like, get your dumb ass up and run.
He loves everything. I love you guys.
Yeah.
I love my job. I love my parents.
Yeah.
He just loves everything.
And he's just saying, look, they're not hurting me. Look, they're not hurting me because I believe in love. Love will save me. And blah, blah. Anyway, finally a shark comes up, chomps down on one of Mike's legs, which keeps him kind of...
Which freezes him, essentially.
Freezes him in place. He's like, oh, I can't move at all.
Or scream.
Yeah, or scream. He just...
Maybe that's one of their frozen powers.
He freezes... He freezes like somebody who was trying to sneak out of a house and like stepped on a creaking board and like froze real quick, like to see if something else is going to happen. Like, anybody hear that? He just freezes. So Mike shouts out love one last time as a second shark pops up and eats him. And this is where I need to mention the crappy CGI at this point. Now, the sharks themselves aren't that bad looking. Especially like from the midsection of the shark down to the fins.
Yeah. I mean it's not a difficult design.
No. Well, and they're kind of unique in a way. We've seen much worse sharks. Like these sharks look better than the ones from Sharkensaw Women's Prison Massacre. They look better than
those things fucking sucked.
The biggest issue I have with the CGI is that I've started noticing that every time we see a shark pop up and attack someone out of the snow, for some retarded reason they pop up. Like I said, it's supposed to be snow, but as soon as we see their head out of the snow, everything like a 3-foot circle around them becomes water. It's like, I shit you not, it looks like the sharks are popping up from like under a frozen lake, which would be fine if this movie took place on a frozen lake, right? Which would be great.
But every single time it happens.
But this is on a fucking mountain. There's no goddamn water underneath that snow, and every time you pop up, it's like, look, there's water all of a sudden.
They probably just some guy made these CG effects. It's like, check it out. Check out these cool shark effects. Like, yeah, we're going to use that on land. It's like, but that doesn't... Avalanche Shark. Okay, go ahead and use my...
Either it's like, fuck, we don't have the budget to redo
exactly.
this. Just throw it on there. Leave it on there. Snow melts with water, right? It's ghost water. It's water the sharks brought with them from the ocean when they swam up the river. It's ghost water.
Beautiful.
Fucking retarded. Anyway, Wade Masson, they run away. We cut to Carol and Randy. They're wandering around out in the woods now looking for Ross. They find Ross's ski goggles, and that's all we get in this scene. It doesn't fucking matter.
Sure, they're just like, oh, he has to be dead.
Here's his goggles. He's dead.
His goggles. Could be someone else's.
Yeah. Although they do say Ross on this, but it's like a brand. It's like, like they might as well just say Nike or Adidas. So like, oh.
I'm looking for my cousin Nike. Oh, I found this Nike Ross. Shoe. It has to be him.
It has to be him. He's dead.
It's a brand.
They don't even think for one instant that his goggles may have just fallen off in the snow or he lost. Nope, he's dead. We'll take his brothers and bury the goggles in the casket because he's dead.
Cremate these goggles.
Yeah, cremate the goggles. So, then we go right back to Wade Masson. They're running. And they now run into the sheriff and his wife who are on snowmobiles. Wade and Masson frantically tell them about the sharks, which now show up on cue. Wade, Masson, and the wife all yell at the sheriff like, shoot the shark, shoot him. But our terrible, dumbass sheriff just stands there looking at the two shark fins coming directly at them.
What?
What is that? Huh?
Well, he is fucking 80 years old.
He left his glasses home. He can't really see what they are.
Looking into the sun. He's squinting.
He's got them cataracts going.
Everyone's yelling. He hasn't had his nap.
Or his Metamucil yet.
He's got a shit.
So, the sharks get closer and closer. The sheriff still does nothing. Wade finally grabs the sheriff's gun and starts shooting at the sharks. We cut back pretty much Now, pretty much all of our main characters here are back in the sheriff's office arguing about what to do.
Somehow they wind up back at the sheriff's office.
Yeah. Lars, at this point, is refusing to let anyone call for outside help as it would ruin his spring break income and parties.
Because he owns a ski resort and runs the town?
Yeah, it's like, nope, you ain't calling anything? Yeah, it's at this point, it becomes very, like, 80s movie-esque, too. Like, it's just something that you've seen in 80s movies. Like, yeah. So, and now in comes the mayor.
Yes. The mayor's an old bastard, too.
He is an old bastard, too. He joins in on the arguing. The mayor puts his foot down. He sides with Lars, saying no one's calling for help. We're not doing anything because this is the time. This is our big money maker.
This is our big money maker. Global warming's been cutting into our ski. This is the best snow we've had in years.
Yeah. Dale finally agrees to search the backside of the mountain, though, at this point. Now we cut to Dale, Lars, and the mayor. They all leave, and they have a private meeting in Lars's office.
Which looks just like the sheriff's office.
Yeah, they just took the guns off the wall and
pretty much
and moved the desk to the other
side and they shot it from a different angle.
That's exactly what it is.
That's exactly what they did.
Oh, yeah. Totally.
The fucking American flag's still up in the same fucking corner. It's like, that's a lot of effort to, like, repin it. And fuck it.
Just leave it. So this is where the mayor tells Dale that he will draw up the paperwork to fire the sheriff and swear in Dale as the new sheriff. All because the sheriff wanted to evacuate the resort and call in outside help to save people. Now, goddamn, talk about abuse of power.
So you're going to make a bronze medalist douchebag,
ski patrol guy,
your lawman, your sheriff,
yeah,
with no experience whatsoever.
We end up basically crossing like cartoon logic. This is fucking cartoon logic at this point. And first of all, I'm thinking, can a mayor even do that? Because I know he has power, but that much power? Because the sheriff is like an elected position,
right?
So how does the mayor have? I don't think the mayor has the power to kick somebody out of an elected position.
Because then you have aldermen and they have to vote. It's a pretty drawn out process.
Yeah,
you just can't be like, you're out of here. Yeah,
and which then made me think about, okay, as I know it's an elected position, how did the sheriff become the sheriff already? Because he just moved from New York. How is he even the sheriff of this town? Which makes me think, is it even the town? Because we never see the town. His office is in the resort. So it's like, is he just like the sheriff of the resort? Is this like a
if the resort is the city, then maybe this does make sense.
Yeah.
Maybe this all makes sense then.
It's like, he's just the one sheriff of the resort. Like, there is no town. Like, he's and the mayor is elected by the spring breakers every year to be mayor of
spring break.
It's like that bullshit, like king and queen of snow spring break. You're the mayor of spring break. Here you go.
Until next year, your term is up.
Yeah.
Every year they
but he keeps corrupting the spring breakers
because he's fucking old.
To keep him in power by bribing him with beer and drugs to keep him in power of the fucking resort for one more year.
I won't tell your parents anything. Yeah. Go nuts. Jesus Christ. This is starting to make more sense.
Yeah.
This is starting to make more sense. That's why they just have guns on the wall willy-nilly.
I don't care.
That's why
it's like this resort's own sovereign nation. That's what it is.
Awesome.
Yeah. Back in the sheriff's office, the sheriff grabs one with SWAT-level shotguns off the wall. And then Wade just makes himself a deputy. He's like, I'm a deputy now. Deal with it.
This was... It's pretty much exactly what happens. Sheriff, you can't go out there alone because obviously Sheriff doesn't have anyone else. And he's like, don't you need a deputy? He's like, the sheriff kind of goes, what experience you got? He's like, I'm a Marine. 2nd Battalion.
No, that haircut you're not.
He just goes, all right, good enough for me. I can be like, I'm a Space Marine.
Yeah. Just make him some bullshit, man. Like, whatever.
I fought the bugs on Planet 9. They killed my parents in Rio. And we should have seen Starship Troopers.
Casper Van Dien, I think his name was. Yeah.
Yeah. Starship Troopers, great movie.
That was a good movie. His first one was a great movie. It was fun.
I didn't watch any of the sequels.
I may have watched the second one, but then I caught it after that. I never watched any of them.
It's a great little political. It's a great movie. Like a lot of little nudges here and there.
I love that movie. Like it was surprisingly like violent and brutal too. I was like not what expecting. This is awesome. And then it got weird. Like the sequel was just like, I'm done.
Yeah,
like it didn't need to become like a weird straight to video franchise.
No, yeah,
the first one's great.
Yeah.
If you haven't watched it, go watch Starship Troopers.
Go watch Starship Troopers. There's a great.
Can we take a break again and go watch Starship Troopers and go finish this?
Here we go.
All right,
we'll be right back.
We'll be right back, guys. All right. God damn, Starship Troopers is so good.
I know, man. You know my favorite part?
And again, I don't know, like a young Denise Richards when she's still hot looking. Oh, man.
She still has those DSLs, too.
Yeah, she does.
And Amy Smart, too, who we mentioned last week.
We did mention Amy Smart last week.
Yeah.
Fucking Doogie Howser.
Yeah.
Doogie. Fucking Neil Patrick
Harris.
Neil Patrick Harris. Thank you. Neil Patrick.
But I love
Rocks in that movie.
I love that fight scene to Mazzy Star. That soft, it's like that soft acoustic like love song. It's like fade into me, and then they're like, like beating the shit out of each other. I'm like, this is weird.
Oh god! And then who was I forget who the douchey like Casper Van Dien's rival, like the black-haired guy.
Yeah, he's the captain. He scored real high on the intelligence.
Yeah,
test,
and then basically like steals Denise Richards from him because they're a high school student.
Well, because he's a captain.
He's the captain.
He's not a grunt marine.
But then I love, and think of the grunt marines. I love the drill, like I almost like the drill story. Michael Ironside he's awesome in that movie, man. Oh god, it's such a good movie. I'll go watch it again. Anyway, so back to this movie. So at this point, Wade makes himself a deputy. They leave, and we cut to Wade and Sheriff basically what looks like taking a very romantic snowmobile ride through the slopes. Because last time we saw the sheriff and the wife were on separate snowmobiles.
There were two.
There were two. But now we have Dale and the sheriff on one, and Dale's like hugging the sheriff around the waist. It's something like. It should be like romantic music, like Careless Whisper should be playing, or some sweet saxophone or something.
I tried, because that was my first thought, my first go-to. Is I'm just like, oh, two dudes on a snowmobile. And I'm like, Aaron, stop it. It's 2018. It's okay. Two guys can just ride a snowmobile. They're trying to fight snow sharks. Just get that out of your head. But then there's that part of me that's giggling, like, they're going to make out.
But it's just so weird. Like, we just saw the fact that there's at least two of them. Why would they be on the same one? It's just weird.
Unless they left it for the other people at the station.
I doubt it. Because they were like, I don't know. It just made no sense to me why they're on one.
It didn't. But man, was it you definitely.
I like to think it's like an inside joke. Either the writer or the director said, you know what, like these fuckers, put them on one, so that'd be funny.
One guy's like really homophobic, and he's just like, I don't want to. It's like, no,
you're
definitely doing it now. You're gonna get over this one way or another, pal.
So next we see Wade, Madison, and Sheriff hunting a shark. Like we see the two of them on one snowmobile, and then we just cut to now the Madison's joining them, and they're just walking around somewhere.
It's so weird because they're off on snowmobile going away from Madison.
Yeah,
Madison's still at the sheriff's office, and they're
driving
off, going fucking shark hunting.
Yeah.
And then they turn a corner, and she just runs up.
Yeah, that's right.
And she's waving her hands all crazy. Yeah. like she's got no control of her wrists. There's like, it looks like she's about to fly away, and she's just going, shark, shark. She's screaming. I'm like, where the fuck did she come from?
Exactly.
Didn't show him like going back to the station.
It really didn't.
They didn't say, okay, we don't see anything. Let's head on back. They're just like turned a corner, and there she is waving her fucking Gumby arms and yelling, "Shark, shark!" It's crazy.
So yeah, the sheriff looks up and sees like snow being kicked up, thinking it's a shark. He's about to shoot the shotgun, but Wade knocks the gun away. Right as the sheriff pulls the trigger, turns out it's just some dude with a high-end snowblower doing his job. Dale skis up at this point, which again, how do you not? Again, this guy's gotta be. He shouldn't be a sheriff. He needs to be fired immediately. It's probably a good thing the mayor fired this guy.
He takes a shot at him, just misses.
And it's not like the guy's. It's not like he's like 300 yards away. Like he's like 20 feet away, and it's a giant red snowblower kicking up snow, and the guy in a bright red like safety jacket. Like, how do you not see that this is a dude with a snowblower?
Everything that he's wearing is identifiable as
"Don't shoot."
Yeah, and it's a loud snow machine just spin. It's like the sound of a lawnmower, but it's spinning.
Our sheriff is old. He's gotta be blind and deaf now.
Just getting senile as fuck.
That's a shark. I'm guessing maybe he came with some old money, and his young hot wife, was just with Wade, was riding it out till he dies to get that inheritance.
Just trying to fuck him to death.
That's why she's stuck. I was like, God, something happened. Just please die.
Just have a heart attack already.
Something.
I'm tired of fucking this old dick. Oh, man. Marshall's just about lost his water.
About to spit all over our equipment. That would be really bad.
If you died from an old dick joke being electrocuted by our equipment, best show ever.
I think I'd be okay with that.
It's a good way to go out.
That's a good way to go. Good night. Done.
Then we're done.
So, all right, Dale skis up at this point and tells the sheriff that he's been fired and that Dale is now like, here, old man, you're fired. I'm the new sheriff.
Comes skiing down the mountain, does like the spray, sprays it with some snow. And he's like, "You've been served." Like, just gives him the paper. He's like, and
literally handed like a piece of paper, like a pink slip or something. Like, you're fired.
And he just goes, "Whoop, darn."
No, the sheriff's like, "Fuck you," or doesn't put up any fire. He's like,
Oh,
well, okay,
shucks.
shucky darn.
And then it's like he just puts up zero fight.
Wade puts up more of a fight.
He's like, "You can't do this. What are you doing?"
The sheriff's like,
and he's just he's like, it's got a stamp.
The sheriff was probably happy at this. He's like, thank God.
I think he was.
He's like, thank God.
I think he's just like, ugh.
I'm surprised they just had him to say, I'm too old for the shit anyway at this point. Like, they should have just thrown that in there.
That'd have been a beautiful line.
So Wade takes the sheriff's shotgun.
Yeah.
He just takes it.
Yeah.
It's like, this is mine now. He's got no law enforcement, no firearms training, but he just takes his massive shotgun.
He's like,
mine.
I'm gonna need that, and you're going to jail.
He does. He threatens Wade to go to jail. He's like, if you don't stop trying to save people, I'm gonna throw you in jail. Again, what jail? It's like ski resort jail? Or is it gonna be like a nice little bearskin rug by a fireplace or something?
It's like not bread and water. It's like
hot cocoa or something. Hot buttered rum they keep talking about.
Hot buttered rum.
Or in ski resort jail, you don't get high end liquor. You get the rail shit. You get rail rum on yours. What the fuck jail is he gonna throw him in?
Hot buttered rum and s'mores for you. Now kick your feet up. Put another log on the fire. Fuck. Send me to ski jail. I could live there, please.
Oh my God. Excuse me. Okay.
We're making this way better than it is.
We really are.
Please don't watch. We're having a great time. Don't watch this movie though.
Okay, so I got tears. All right, basically everyone leaves, goes their own way, leaving the snowblower guy to get back to work. A few seconds, once everyone's off the screen, a few seconds later, shark pops up, eats the snowblower guy, he's dead.
Sure. Which starts shooting red blood for
Yeah,
some
which
reason.
makes no reason.
But I'm like, fuck it.
I know. I thought the same thing. Like, why is the snowblower shooting out red blood? There shouldn't be any blood because the guy got eaten whole.
They're like, fuck it.
Fuck it, just shoot out some red blood.
Sure.
So we're skipping ahead to a scene of two guys and this really hot, big-breasted girl. All right, yeah, basically, what comes down is the girl has these two guys race on their snowmobiles, and she's basically going to fuck the winner of the race.
Yeah.
That's basically...
You guys keep arguing over me. Well, let's settle it like men. Whoever races the suicide hill and back gets me.
Yeah, yeah.
Feminism at work, everyone.
Yeah. So now we get like the shitty fucking pod racing montage here.
Yeah, and it's another Mountain Dew.
It really is. It sucks.
So it's like you just get a nice 5-minute race scene. Snow machines.
Like they need filler.
Snowmobiles, yeah.
I just wanted to test out their GoPros hanging off the side of a snowmobile.
Yeah, and it's like...
Guy 1 wins. Guy 2 drives away, leaving Guy 1 and Hot Girl alone. I will say this girl's probably one of the hottest girls in the movie. She's beautiful.
Yeah.
Great body.
Actually, all the girls are pretty hot.
They really are. Yeah. Most of the girls are really, really hot in this movie. Carol is in my opinion, and then the foreign girl in the hot tub was annoying. I found her really annoying. I didn't like her. But anyway,
what accent was that?
I don't know if it's supposed to be like Russian or Siberian or Ukrainian.
It's like you take a Russian with a Puerto Rican and you put it together. And
Yeah,
you get this weird accent.
Yeah, it was really again like it was bad.
It was really strange.
Maybe she's from the planet of the intelligent sharks. I don't know.
Shh, don't tell anyone.
So the hot girl starts doing like a little striptease while she removes her like heavy ski coat and her sweater. And mid semi-sexy dance, the shark pops up, chomps her leg, just like we saw with Mike.
Grabs her leg, freezes her.
Yeah, she can't scream either. She's like, huh? What's that?
Same exact thing.
Yeah, it's like somebody poked her with a stick or something like that. She's like, huh?
It's like, this is the shark's move. It's like, one's like, gotcha, bitch. The other one jumps up and...
Yeah, and that's what's like and it's either a second shark leaps out of the snow, or it's like the same one. Because you see her like chomp, and then... She cuts away, freezes, and then she gets eaten. So it could have been the same shark, but it could have been a different shark. Who knows? It doesn't fucking matter. Either way, then the dude gets eaten too. He gets chomped and eaten. So they're both dead. Now we go to a ski lift car where the Asian girl who we briefly saw earlier and a guy who looks just like the guy we saw get eaten, like identical to like oh my god, it's the same fucking
I was like,
guy.
I thought this guy was eaten.
Yeah,
I thought this was Ross.
Same thing. I thought it was
guy.
Ross too. I'm like,
yeah.
Who is this guy? Are they triplets or something? Did this guy like run out of actors? Like, oh, you're just gonna play the same guy. We're just gonna change your hat and you're gonna play stuff for this guy now.
Yeah.
Like, who is going on?
So he's trying to speak with her, and she's like, it's like this is kind of racist, I guess.
Like, no English.
Like, no speaky English. Like, really? Really? We're going there?
But you know what it could have been? It could have been, like, I've seen it in some movie or comedy show, but it's like, it's kind of funny, like, for foreign girls to, like, get out of, like, talking to dudes, they want to, I don't speak English, just leave me alone. Like, that, it could have been that kind of game.
But they showed her before doing it, and then same thing. It's like
she did the same thing with Lars.
But they never like. If that was it, they never show her like speaking to anyone.
Right,
like, oh god, what a great day it is today.
No, I'm sure it is like just the racist thing. Like, it's no speaking English.
Are we really doing this? No speaking English.
Like, I'm surprised they didn't have a gong sound every time she's on stage or on screen. But yeah, I agree with you. So where were they?
Anyway, they go up the gondola.
Yeah, it's boring. It sucks. It doesn't matter.
She has like a dumb plan where because he's like, let's go skiing together, and she goes,
oh, and and apparently this guy's also an Olympic skier too now. Like, how many Olympians are on this goddamn mountain? Like, really?
Yeah, and she's like, me backside extreme.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, cute little play on words.
Yeah.
All right.
So we jump to Duffy here comes to find his entire dog set team now has been eaten by sharks.
Just a pile of bloody
just
snow.
A giant bloody snow and
chunks
of meat. Yeah. They're dead. Now we cut back to the hot tub filled with the three hot girls
who are still in the
hot tub. They would be so goddamn pruny and hot. Like, I can barely stay in the hot tub more than 20 minutes where I'm like, okay, I gotta get out. I'm done. It's nice, but I need a break.
They're just, and they're still just like, woo!
Party! Like, shots!
You can tell there's been a pretty linear passage of time.
Yeah.
Because a lot of shit has happened.
A lot.
And these bitches are still, woo! In their bikinis in the hot tub.
They may have been in there 24 hours. I can't remember if we saw them before or after the change of night to day.
Mad props, ladies. You guys
These girls are going. Yeah, they've been in the time. Wade and Madison run up and warn them about Sookum and try to get them out of the hot tub and just leave with them.
No, they don't want to leave the fucking tub.
No, they want. One girl does. The super hot girl
Becky or whatever.
In the I don't know her fucking name. It's not Becca. It's not her.
Well, then,
honestly, that's a good point.
That's what I thought
that
it was.
opening scene, like when we see Becca, I don't like the whole rest of the movie. Like, I kept like, where the fuck is Becca? Like,
I thought that was her.
No, the one that gets out of the hot tub is got like long, almost reddish hair and giant tits in a blue bikini. She's gorgeous.
Giant tits.
Becca was a blonde, and it was not Becca. So yeah, Becca just kind of disappears in this movie.
Doesn't matter.
So anyway, one girl does get out of the hot tub. Like the redheaded girl,
the giant tits,
blue bikini. She gets up.
Well, the other ones are like, woo!
Yeah, and as soon as she gets out of the tub, we see a blue glowing mist begins to roll down the mountainside towards them. The two girls in the hot tub think this is totally awesome.
Yeah, the Puerto Rican Russian jumps up and she's like, oh my god.
Yeah, and she tries to do this stupid little sexy dance to the mist. And as soon as she stands up, she does this little, and then suddenly a shark pops up out of the hot tub water. Not the snow. It comes out of the hot tub now. What?
All right, Stone Cold, easy.
Out of the fucking hot tub, eats the weird foreign girl in one chomp. The other girl screams in terror, but she too immediately gets eaten up in one bite.
Just quick.
Just
Boom.
quick.
And now it's a bloody hot tub.
So, yeah, they go from snow to ghosts, and now they're in water. Like, they magically teleport.
Hot tub shark.
Hot tub time machine shark, or hot tub time. I don't know. That would be a good mashup.
Hot tub shark time machine.
Shark. Hot.
Back to the hot tub time machine shark.
Yeah, I don't know. So we go back to the ski lift guy who we saw earlier. Like I said, he's bragging to this other girl that he's an Olympic snowboarder. They reach the mountaintop and they just ski off on their separate ways. I already mentioned that, but I forgot I mentioned that when I was looking at my notes. So we cut to do we? Yeah. Nope. 9, 10. Okay. We cut to Dale flirting with some random girl on the slopes. We see a skier goes by and he's like, "Hey, slow down."
Slow down. His snowmobile now says police. He got like a sticker and he put it on the front.
Yeah, it does.
Which I thought was pretty funny.
The skier skis past him. He's skiing in front of the girl. We see the shark jump up, eat that skier. The girl screams. Dale's like, "Oh shit, get out of here!"
He's like, "You better go. I'm out of here, bitch."
And he just takes off. He's like, "Don't." He's like, "Get on, I'll get you out of here." He's like, "I'm out of here. You're on your own."
It's gonna take it a minute to get on those skis.
We go back to the Asian girl getting ready to go skiing. This girl takes so long to get ready. I swear to God, it's like watching a fucking baseball player who constantly steps out of the batter's box and fidget with his helmet, and then his batting gloves, and then his helmet again, and then just his fucking batting gloves one more time.
Kicks the dirt off the cleats.
It goes on forever. Like, she's adjusting everything. It drove me nuts. And then finally she starts to ski off as the snow begins to crack.
Yeah, as soon as she pushes off,
yeah,
she basically starts an avalanche.
Yeah, it's like she pushes off her little ski pole and it causes like a massive
she maybe weighs 100 pounds.
Yeah.
And just pushes off ever so gently.
And the earth cracks beneath her.
It's like a butterfly lands and causes this fucking avalanche.
It begins an avalanche. We go back to Wade, who attacks some poor ski lift operator out of nowhere for some reason. Because I look down, I'm like typing notes. The next time I look up, and he's like attacking this guy, like, I'm like, what the hell's happening?
This is pretty nuts.
Why is he attacking this guy?
This guy's just running the ski lift, and he comes running up, and he's like, "Don't send anybody else up there." And before the guy can even turn around, he's just like slams his forearm in the back of his head and grabs him, puts him in a hammerlock, and he doesn't even have a chance to turn off the lift. He just fucking manhandle him. Madison grabs him from behind, like, "Wade, stop it." He looks back, looks at her,
elbows her in the face.
Elbows her right in the fucking nose, sends her flying. And instead of being like
literally flying. Because keep in mind, there are like maybe 2-3 steps up to to where this guy was operating the ski lift, and Madison doesn't just like fall down the steps and like land at the base of the steps. She goes flying like 20 feet away, because when it cuts to her in the snow, you can't even see Wade and this guy in the shot. They're like, she just went flying.
It's like that sidekick from Bruce Lee. It's like, boom, whoa, just flies back. But the funny thing was, he doesn't quite stop and go check on her. He still like roughs the guy up for a good 10 more seconds. Then he's like, "Oh shit,
yeah,
I just elbowed my girl in the fucking face. Maybe I should go check on her." But it's so funny because the excuse is supposed to be, "It's my training. You snuck up on me. I'm so sorry."
Heat of the moment,
but I swear to God, he looks
he
right in her fucking eye.
He just used the sentence. She was like, "Oh, this is for all those fucking times."
Every time I see that fucking rom-com.
Every fucking Katherine Heigl movie you maybe watch.
Right in the nose.
So, meanwhile, Lars is in his office on the phone with the mayor. He looks out the window just in time to see the avalanche coming right at him.
To which he responds, "Sacre bleu!"
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, one time he speaks French, because apparently he's Canadian. The one time he doesn't have any, like, Montreal or a Quebec accent.
Not at all.
Nothing. And before, just Sacre bleu! Just out of nowhere. And he's probably the most least Canadian-looking person I've ever seen.
Yeah, he really is.
I mean, he looks like he's from Barbados. You know? I mean, not to say that he couldn't be Canadian. I'm sure he very well could be, but it's
they have kind of blackish Canadians.
It just doesn't fit.
Or French guys.
It's just like, huh?
Yeah, so his windows explode as the avalanche hits the side of his bear and buries him in the office in snow.
Oh,
and I think that's the last we ever see of Lars.
Yeah.
This avalanche gets real inconsistent here. I have a lot of issues with this avalanche from here on out. So keep in mind, he's buried in snow. We never see him again. And the sheriff's office is also hit by the avalanche and covered in snow by the avalanche. It's like it's buried. Like it's like its own. Apparently, the office was like its own standalone little shack or something like that.
Because there's a little bit of the roof poking out.
And so it just completely buried. Outside, Wade pulls Madison out from under the snow, then goes to help the hot chick in the blue bikini who's buried up to her waist in the snow. And this is where I'm like, hold on a second. You're telling me that these 3 fucking people survived being hit head on by a fucking avalanche out in the open, and the same avalanche that we just saw pretty much destroy buildings. It took out Lars's office and buried an entire building in snow. But these 3 guys who were standing out in the open completely survived unharmed. I'm like, bullshit.
So wait a minute. Hold on. I'm a little confused here.
Okay.
Because didn't we just see Wade elbow Madison?
Yep.
Right by the ski lift. Where the ski lift operator is.
Yep.
Then the avalanche hits.
Yep.
Where the fuck is the ski lift? Where's the gondola? Why are they by the sheriff's office? Did I miss that?
Well, I'm guessing maybe the avalanche hit him and they carried him down to the sheriff's office.
Okay.
Which maybe, but again, they would be fucking dead or buried under feet and feet of snow.
I mean, we're watching Avalanche Shark. Fuck it, they surfed on it. Who knows, man? They just cut it. They just grab snowboards like, we can make it. Whoa! Maybe we just missed that part. Maybe
honestly, if they would have put that in, I probably would have been like, again, just like Space Shark. I'm like, all right, they're going full blown crazy dumb. I'll get on board with that. But when you kind of half-ass it like this, it's like, no, they should be dead, and it really bothers me. But of course, the sharks now show up. The hot bikini chick gets bitten in half, and she dies as Wade tries to pull her out. She's dead.
Yeah, they feel like they missed a great opportunity here. I feel like he should have been pulling on her. Chomp! He falls back. He still has her arms.
Well,
in
that's
his
just straight from Stage Fright, the 1987 version with.
That would have been fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
Or just pulled her torso back and flung it over his head like,
whoa!
That would have been awesome. But no, big swing and a miss there. Great
this whole
opportunity.
movie's a swing and a miss. But so anyway, hot bikini chick, she's dead. The sheriff now has managed to dig his way out from his buried office. He comes out shooting at the sharks. Again, I have to say how much bullshit is that Wade, Madison, Bikini Babe survived getting hit by this avalanche. And not only survived, but like I said, they weren't even buried under snow. And like I said, we see the sheriff's office. It is buried like up to the rooftop. Like you see like maybe
there's like a little bit
half a foot of the red lined roof sticking out of the snow. And that's how deep the snow is. And these 3 people, like I said, they were... The bikini chick was buried up to her waist. Are you kidding me? Like, this is all happens here?
I don't know anything about avalanches. I don't know if you get tumbled around like you're in a dryer and maybe you're on top, maybe you're on bottom here and there.
I mean, it's not like water. You get hit with a wave or maybe, on a beach and you kind of tumble around and you come back surf because it's water.
Doesn't
This is
say it
fucking
becomes
snow.
almost
It's
like
solid.
a liquid type of, but doesn't they say it becomes almost like a liquid when it's running down the...
Maybe, but it's also a solid.
But it acts
avalanches
like a liquid,
will fucking kill you if you get caught. You get buried in snow, you're buried alive, you're going to die. You get covered in avalanche. I mean, anyway, I don't fucking know. So, the snow / the ground has been raised so high that they say the Tanner Sheriff's Office is buried in snow. The sheriff helps Wade up, and Wade runs over to the opening that leads down now into the little snow tunnel into the office. As soon as Wade makes it over to the sheriff's office, to the sheriff's wife, who's like, come on. The sheriff just gets eaten by a shark. It just leaps up. Very anticlimactic. Sheriff's death.
No, it's like here's... Dusty comes sheriff. He just fucking just comes out, pew, 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 with his that little gun. Pew, pew. Dude, here's, again, we've seen them shooting at the sharks so much. Never once have they been like, and like swam away, or like even a little speck of blood?
Nope.
It's like it's doing nothing.
Yeah.
Why even bother? And they just keep on keeping on.
Keep on. So
yeah, he just gets
sheriff's
eaten,
eating, and I'm sure the wife is like secretly thrilled that the money's hurt.
yes.
Like, thank God. So we cut to Dale, who is shooting at the sharks that are circling him with his like now his SWAT shotgun, his fucking cannon.
Dale shows up.
Yeah, he shows up.
Yeah, we didn't mention it. He shows up.
Oh, and by the way, his patrol truck, which is also somehow not buried under the snow, it's just sitting on top of the snow. Again, what the fuck?
I just rode on down with it.
He surfed, yeah. Jesus Christ. It was like the fucking Ninja Turtles surfing on the tank going down the river in the second Ninja Turtles movie. You probably haven't seen that one, but I'm sure some people know that reference. Anyway. Not the original Ninja Turtles movie, the remake series.
I was like, I don't remember that.
Not
Secret of the Ooze.
Not from Secret of the Ooze. No, not that one.
Yes, which also had a shredder.
It did have a shredder. Well, all Ninja Turtle movies have a shredder. You can't have a Ninja Turtle movie without a shredder.
That's true, but this movie also had a shredder.
It does have a shredder. Yes. Dude. Are we done yet? And Wade shoots at the sharks too from the buried office. The bullets seem to at this point like bounce off.
Yeah,
like you see the bullet go bing, bing, like, bing. So the fins are like now like metallic and like bulletproof.
Sure.
Like they're not just ghost sharks; they're bulletproof, and they make the bullets ricochet off of them.
I would have rather than like go through, like phase through.
That would have been more. That would have been better instead
Ghost
of
shark.
Because
they're ghosts. They're demon
spirits,
ghosts.
Like they're spirits or something now, but now they're bulletproof metal. Like fuck. I like your idea so much better. We should rewrite this fucking movie. We should just rewrite it.
We're not remaking this movie.
So a shark leaps out, attacks Dale, but it doesn't eat Dale. It basically mauls him.
Just fucks him up.
Fucks him up royally.
Fucks him up bad. Dude, this is like, it jumps up and, I don't know, it turns into a fucking blender.
Yeah.
And blends like his entire
I don't know how this
left
would be
side.
possible for the shark to do this, because like if he had arms and like shredded, like cut him up as he went past, it makes sense. But the leap past with his mouth open, he'd have to be like kind of to the side. And
don't some of the sharks have fucking spikes on them?
Yeah, like some of them have like kind of like spiky stuff protruding from like
for some
their
fucking
rear
reason.
tails,
Yeah,
fins.
so
I guess it could have been the fins that cut him up as he passed.
Fucks him up bad.
Yeah,
like
he's bad. He's bad.
Like they show you like this is a better practical effect. He's fucked up.
Yeah, he's really fucked up. So Wade then says that to the girls that are trapped in the sheriff's office.
Because he's lying there going, help, help.
Yeah, and Wade's like, the sharks are using Dale as bait for the rest of us. And Carol, who now is somehow just showing up there with him, because we haven't seen her in like 10 minutes. Like, she's just there all of a sudden in the office. Says to Wade, just leave Dale out there, that the cold will keep him from bleeding out faster, and that letting him freeze to death is better because he won't feel any pain and he'll die with dignity. And I'm like, whoa. Hold the fucking phone.
That bitch is ice cold.
Oh, that and the fact that this is fucking bullshit. These dumbass writers did they do any research into anything in this movie? Because freezing to death is not fucking painless. It's a very painful way to die. Very painful. Maybe not as bad as burning, but it's up there. Like, your body goes through some seriously bad, harsh fucking reactions before you just die. You don't just like sit and gently fall asleep and that's it.
And guess what, man? It's spring break. It's not that cold. He's got a bunch of fucking snow gear on. Also,
it's not like he's out there naked. He's like in heavy parkas and like snow gear.
It's gonna take him days to freeze to death.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like a blizzard outside either. It's bright and sunny every day. It's perfect.
There were bitches in bikinis.
Yeah.
That sucks. It's like 36 degrees outside.
What do you about the freezer? It would take like 3 years to freeze to death out there. If that, you'd just be mildly chilled.
It's so cold. Damn it.
Somebody bring me a fucking towel.
Bring me a fucking butter rum. Someone give me some shit from the jail. Bring it up here. I need a butter rum.
So Again, I hate this movie. It just everything about this science facts. They just said, "Fuck it, we don't care." So now I know it's Avalanche Sharks, but still, there's
Why are you even trying? Why are you even trying?
because that's my brain has to make some kind of logical sense out of something.
Attack of the Killer Donuts, we're cool. Avalanche Sharks, fuck this.
Well, yeah, you know what? At least they explain shit in Attack of the Killer Donuts. They had some basis of logic and science in that movie.
What?
As far as I remember.
Serum. Glowing serum.
It was reagent. I know.
That's right. It was reagent.
It was reagent.
Fuck.
But again, science, not just maybe science fiction. Yes, but at least some science. This is just we'll make shit up as we go.
This is true. It's true.
So anyway, now the sheriff's wife tells the group that this isn't the first time that the sharks have appeared on the mountain. Wade wants to know how they got rid of them in the first place.
Didn't they mention this before already?
No!
Didn't they already say, 25 years ago, they were here. My parents...
look
at the file. Why didn't they say...
But Wade wasn't there for this scene. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, it was just the wife, Duffy, and the sheriff were in that scene. So, yeah, the wife tells him that the town... Get a load of this shit, guys. The town, I guess, a.k.a. the resort, hired shamans to go perform rituals to drive the sharks back. So, what the shit? So now you're telling us that there would be, based on this, there would now be historical proof, evidence, or records that these fucking sharks really did exist. Because there would have to be reports and historical evidence of this.
The town fucking hired
them.
Them.
This was a town thing, yeah. So the town funds, tax money would have to go pay these shamans.
25 years ago wasn't that long.
It was not. It's like 25 years. We still had internet and computers 25 years ago. That shit would be on file. It's not like the days of we had to write down in files with our ink quills and ink blotters and hand.
I broke my arm over 25 years ago. I fucking remember that like it's yesterday.
Yeah.
I think I remember what the town did.
And don't you think that should be in the news, like national news?
Right.
Like resort terrorized by ghost sharks bringing shamans to get rid of them? That shit is crazy. Crazy.
It must be a sovereign nation.
So,
it has to be.
And so this whole time, like this, the mayor has been denying and refusing that these sharks are even real, but he's the fucking mayor, so he above everyone else should be privy to the information that that this existed in the town 25 years ago or whatever. Like, how is this not... I hate this movie.
Avalanche Shark.
It makes no sense. What? And shamans? Are you serious? Where did they get shamans from?
I know a guy in Carbondale who says he's a shaman. He's some 50-year-old fucking stoner.
He's an old hippie who smokes a bunch of weed. That's what their shaman is.
He ate so much LSD in the 70s.
They basically called Cheech and Chong up there to go, smoke a bunch of shit.
Hey, man, we're shamans.
We're
shamans.
Yeah,
totally, dude, totally.
Yeah, we'll burn some sage up there. We'll burn something. Ugh.
I think we have a great crossover. We may have to rewrite this now with Cheech and Chong.
You know they're actually making another Cheech and Chong movie.
Good.
Oh,
yes.
Fuck no, man. Those they're like 80. They do not need to be any more Cheech and Chong movies.
Are you kidding me? Of course there do. Of course there has to be. Cheech Marin went Disney. Bring him back. Bring back Cheech.
So Duffy now shows back up. To help Dale, but yeah, what?
Yeah, Duffy just shows up out of nowhere.
I guess Dale at this point. Oh no, he shows up to help Dale. I'm thinking, wait, so Dale's still out there bleeding and being circled by sharks. Duffy shows up,
pops off a few guns,
but he's quickly taken out by a shark.
Yeah, he's going. This is for Nola,
and this is for Thunder, and this is for. Yeah, Dancer, Prancer, Comet, Cupid. Who the fuck cares?
But I kind of liked it. I'm an animal guy.
I'm an animal guy too. I know.
I can be like, all right, go get him, Duffy. Go out in a blaze of glory.
Wade runs out now to help Dale. He starts tying a rope around Dale so he can pull him back.
So we don't see exactly what happens to Duffy. You just see him go, and you hear chomp. right? So they don't see
I
him.
think you see the shark like leap at him. I think.
It grabs him.
Yeah.
But we don't see. You just hear it chomp and you hear him scream.
Yeah,
because Wade runs out to tie a rope around Dale.
Yeah,
and they look up and there's fucking Duffy halfway to being eaten by a shark. He's holding a knife, going bink, bink.
He's
bink.
like trying to stab the shark with a knife, yelling at Wade like, "Just shoot me!
Yeah.
Shoot me!"
To which Wade goes, "I'm not gonna shoot you, bro.
Like, no, man.
You wouldn't shoot me." And he goes, "Yes, I would." They're like arguing while he's being chomped on by a shark.
Yeah.
Wade, the Marine,
Yeah.
somehow is being like, "No, I'm just gonna let you get eaten by a shark." Duffy has to plead his case. He's like, "Please, God, shoot me. I'm being eaten, as you can see, by a fucking shark, and I'm done for. I hurt a lot. Please just kill me."
And I love the fact that again the CGI budget was so shitty because you would think like the shark at this point would be like maybe what's the word, like throttling or something, like back and forth.
No, it's just static.
Just sitting there. It's like a lazy. It's like a snake lazily eating a mouse. He just kind of lays there with his mouth open. It's like the shark isn't moving at all.
No, it's not.
It's almost like the shark like I didn't mean to do this. I'm stuck here now. It's like he's got his mouth stuck like it's like the shark tongue, like the equivalent like having your tongue frozen to a pole or something. It's like his tongue he's like, I can't move.
Sometimes when you take a bite of that last piece of pizza and you eat like the half of it and you're like, oh, what am I doing? I'm so full. I'm just fucking putting this shit in my mouth. Yeah. But then you're like, do I eat the rest of it? I don't know.
I've come this far. Wait,
sharks have that moment. It's like, I've already eaten half the town.
I can't. I mean, it's not really going to reheat well later. It's going to be all soggy. But I don't want to wait. I already paid for it. I don't want to waste my money.
I don't want to waste it. What am I going to do? There seems to be this debate going on in the shark's head.
In our monologue.
Yeah. But Wade decides to end it.
Yeah. So Wade, wait, hold on. Yeah, Wade gets the shotgun, I guess, from Duffy. And he just pulls out the shotgun.
Now he's got a sure.
Or some Dale shoots Duffy, whose head fucking explodes. Not just like bang, you're dead. No, head explosion.
Perfect shot. The head just clean off the shoulders, like a perfect neck stump. just clean as could be. Fuck.
Jesus Christ.
Pretty awesome. I kind of loved it. I was like, yeah.
So Wade makes it back into the office, which now starts getting attacked by the sharks who are like ramming it from the outside. So
for some reason,
it's like this is I guess because it's buried in the snow now, but they weren't ramming buildings earlier.
No.
Meanwhile, now the Asian girl who's off on her own skiing, she's
by the way, never affected by that avalanche.
No, not at all.
Who was the source?
The source of it should have been the first one buried.
The first one, she should have been right in the... Nope. She's
totally fine.
Fucking having a serene time out in the woods.
Listening to her little iTunes, her little headphones, and bopping around.
She's
probably listening to her little J-pop.
Yeah. She comes across
the broken Indian totems or wards or whatever they are.
Yeah. Is this the first time we see them?
Yeah. This is the second time, because the first time we see them is when they get knocked over at the very beginning. Broken, actually. They get like destroyed at the beginning of the movie. So we cut back to the people buried in the office who decide to make a break for it and run to the ski patrol truck. The girls run out ahead of time. Wade stays back to grab that sniper rifle off the wall.
He upgraded.
Yeah, he upgraded. he had enough coins to.
He got enough gold coins
from the upgrade that we were trying to. What you gonna do? What you want? Whatever that weird voice.
Got mighty fine things, stranger.
Stranger. Yeah.
Little Resident Evil 4 shout out there.
So
come back anytime. Just walks off.
Love it. But now a shark comes bursting through the wall / window. Wade screams, and we just cut away.
He looks like he's fucked.
He should be, based on everything we've seen so far.
He's fucked.
He should be fucked.
He's proper fucked.
But we go outside where the girls have run past a still bleeding out Dale, who's trying to convince them to see him. But the way he's trying to convince them, this is where Dale shines. From here on out, I love Dale's lines and the way he delivers. It's comical, but the way he does it, it's great. I should have tried to get. I didn't have time to make a recording of it, or I would have, so you guys can hear it. But it's so good. Now Wade climbs out of the office, clutching at his arm.
He's all cut up and kind of fucked up a little bit.
Barely cut up.
Not nearly as bad as Dale.
No.
Who is still looks like he's been through a blender.
Wade looks like he might have fallen down a short flight of stairs.
Yeah.
At best.
He dislocated his shoulder.
Yeah. And keep in mind, the same thing happened to Lars, who hasn't been seen since. He's dead. And same thing happens to Wade. And with Lars, it was just snow. With Wade, it was snow and a fucking shark that came like head on. And Wade's like, whatever, I'm here.
I'm a Marine.
I'm a Marine. The sheriff's wife tells everyone to freeze, that the sharks are probably attracted by movement.
Because now they're T-Rexes.
Yeah, T-Rexes. Wade gets up, runs for the truck, while Carol freaks out and starts to run off by herself, that's a brilliant idea. Of course,
Dale's like, guys, what are you doing? Come on, guys.
Guys, yeah.
What are you doing?
Of course, Carol trips and falls, and she gets circled by 2 sharks. She just stands there screaming, and the sharks finally eat her. Madison and the wife drag Dale closer to the truck. The sharks circle back. The girls drop Dale, run for the truck. A shark latches onto Dale now and full speed rams him full speed into the truck, side of the truck. Now we get a quick cut back to the Asian girl who is just haphazardly just picks up the wards and totems and stands them back up.
She just takes off her skis and slowly starts erecting the fallen totems.
Yeah.
And as she erects a totem, it glows in that blue.
Yeah, dead Jedi glow.
And
a shark disappears.
So for each one she raises.
Yeah. So
that explains Wade surviving.
Yeah. Okay, I get it. I have a rant coming up about that too. But I'm like, this is all it takes apparently. All they had to do was stand up the fallen over wards. But keep in mind, like I said, these are the same wards that we saw at the beginning when we get destroyed. They didn't just fall over; they broke apart.
Sure.
And but now they're just simply knocked over. Just pick them up and set them right back up.
Oh, daintily too.
Yeah, very daintily.
She's a very dainty woman.
Dale, we go back to Dale, who goes on a little rant about how he's because the shark that was eating him or ran is the one that disappears first, and he's going on around I'm going to get the hell out of the snow. I'm going somewhere warm like Florida. He's like, no, fuck, not Florida, because I heard they have sand sharks there.
Wink, wink.
Yeah, wink, wink. Then suddenly another shark shoots out of the snow, tries to eat Wade. But luckily for him, the truck bed was open and that folded down to the door latch or whatever, the truck bed thingy, whatever you call it, is what stops the shark from fully being able to get to Dale and the people in the truck. The shark continues to try to get at Wade. The girls leap out the truck. They run off. Dale tells Wade to go after the girls, that he'll distract the shark. So Wade takes off while Dale starts taunting the shark, screaming at it. We see the shark chasing after the girls. Then that too just disappears as the Asian girl stands up another fallen totem or something. Meanwhile, Wade, Madison, and Carol. Wait, Carol's dead. Who the fuck is?
Doesn't matter.
Why the fuck did I put Carol there? She's dead. I don't know. Anyway, Wade, Madison, and Sonny make their way back to Dale. Oh, it's the wife. Not Carol, it's the wife. It's the sheriff's wife. She's still alive. They make their way back, who gives his best performance at the movie. This time it's really, really good. And they're we gotta get her stuff. We can't leave. He's like, fuck your stuff. I'll buy you new stuff. Just get me out of here.
This is great. Now, this was made for the Sci-Fi Channel, right?
No, it wasn't a sci-fi original, or I would say sci-fi original movie.
Okay, because they don't really swear.
There's
no swear. They say bitch, damn, hell. The stuff you can say on NBC and whatever. They don't say any bad words, and you don't see any tits. No. You get some gore, but that's about it. But
barely
when they're just we gotta get the stuff. He's like, stuff? Come on with that stuff. I can buy you stuff. Yeah. He's freaking out, and I'm like, this is where you drop some F-bombs or something to give it a little more flair, but but it's still good. He's even with the material he had to work with, he did brilliantly.
This is the best part of Dale in the whole movie. I will say I liked it. So at this point we think everything's gonna be okay, but the last shark leaps out of the snow, eats Dale, then disappears in a magical blue glow as the Asian girl replaces the last ward, and then she just skis off. It's like she's acting like she just she came across a little bit of litter in the park, and she just picked them and put in the recycle bin and just
she's
skis
like,
away.
These look like they need to be standing up.
Yep.
There we go. 1, 2, 3. There we go.
Yeah, it's like she knows exactly what these things are. It's like, if anybody else came to those and was like, those are interesting. But they wouldn't start stand them off. They'd be like, that's weird. I wonder what those are. And they just go about their business. But anyway, so she just skis off merrily by herself. Now, we cut back to Madison, Wade, and the sheriff's wife. They drive away in the ski patrol truck. Cut back to the ward/totems. We see the one on the end fall over on it by itself. The magical blue energy flows across the snow like water spilling, and a shark leaps up out of the snow at the camera. Blackout. Roll the credits. That is fucking Avalanche Sharks, Moongoons. That's, dear God. Dear God. Yeah. So
I'm picking the movie next week. We've had 2 fucking stinkers in a row here, man.
All right, well, let's go into the odds and the ends. All right, I'm sorry. Fuck, I can't. This movie's gonna be so. We're going into favorite kill. Favorite kills first. Jesus Christ.
There can be only one. Favorite kill.
All right, so to me they all suck, but what
I guess my favorite kill was the girl who dated the singer from Disturbed, whoever.
Barb. Yeah,
sure.
Yeah.
Her getting chomped in half. It was probably the more gory ones. She flopped around, making those noises. You got a decent shot of her bloody stump side. Yeah. It gave me a little bit of hope, thinking, okay, we're going to see more stuff because this was one of the earlier kills. We saw some chomp kills here and there, and I was thinking, maybe at the end, when they still have like a bunch of fodder out there, maybe we'll see some cool, gory kills. How can a shark kill someone on, gave me hope.
Yeah.
But unfortunately let me down. But that was the best one.
I'm kind of right there with you. At one point, I thought maybe Dove because of the effect of his head getting blown up. But
that wasn't bad.
But I agree that I go with Barb too for kind of the same reason. And that's when we think, I would say about, while we're talking about the kills, like shark movies, there's hundreds of these fucking shitty shark movies, and I don't get it. Like, I'm hearing people love this shit, but at the same time, like, they're kind of all the same. Like, you can't do anything. How are you going to kill? They get eaten. They get chomped. They get bitten. Every kill is pretty much the exact same because it's a fucking shark. You can't do anything with it.
It's going to bite you.
Yeah, like, there's no variety of kills in these shark. Everybody, it's a shark leaps out of snow, eats them. Leaps out of snow, eats them. They're all the fucking same. It's just maybe the person is standing in a different position this time, So, yeah, the kills
or
in these
two
shark...
will grab him at once and tear him in half.
That didn't even happen.
I know, but that's
they
a
should
common,
have, yeah.
That's a common trope that you see in
they
shark
should have
movies.
done that, but
yes,
yeah.
they should have.
But yeah, so they all sucked, but yeah, I kind of agree with you. I'm going with Barb too, as well.
Sure.
Yeah, but fucking. All right, moving on to odds and ends.
Not only did they watch these films, they researched them too. Ugh, what is wrong with these guys?
Are we losing passion here?
Yeah.
Fuck it. What the fuck's her name? I don't know.
Who cares? Ratings, IMDb. You know what? I forgot to write it down.
I think I just proved our point.
That's perfect.
IMDb, I don't fucking know.
I didn't realize I did that. But you see, I looked up like, oh, I forgot to write it down.
Oh, no.
Look it up on your phone real quick.
Fuck.
Rotten Tomatoes, though, there is no thermometer score and has a 7% audience score. 7%.
Ooh, that's horrible.
Yeah, it is.
That might be one of the, I mean.
It's down there.
It's definitely down there.
Amazon, 3 out of 5, though.
Oh, my God. Yeah. That was so funny.
It was perfect timing.
Oh, my God.
Plot keywords. There were 33 total plot keywords. The ones I wrote down were babe scientist, sexy nurse, which, again, I argue, I don't remember a nurse at all in this movie anywhere.
I don't either.
So I'm guessing that I guess they cut her out because...
Or did someone say, I'm a nurse, and we just missed it?
I don't know. Or was there maybe some weird post-credit scene that I just didn't stick around to watch of like a nurse fixing Dale up who magically survived or something. I don't know.
Would I be a sexy nurse?
You're the sexiest nurse.
Fuck yeah.
And then absurdism. And then lastly, Mars. Which is bullshit. Briefly, they tore the idea. The one guy's like, oh yeah, they're from some faraway planet.
Yeah,
but they never say Mars specifically. Yeah, it's retarded that's even a word, clocky word. So trivia, really not much to go on. The other names for this movie in foreign markets, it's also known as Shark-a-lanche and Snow Sharks.
I like Shark-a-lanche.
Shark-a-lanche, yeah.
Kind of goes with Sharknado.
Yeah. You want to guess what the tagline was for this movie?
No.
I
don't want to guess.
Get ready for a snow job was the name, the tagline for this movie.
I kind of like it, honestly. But it's like, you could say that about like Ski School.
And yeah, any ski movie.
But it's like, there's no shark pun in there.
No, I agree. I don't like it. I don't like it for a shark movie.
It'd be different if it was like, shark job, but there's no. But I get it's supposed to be blow job and snow job. Get ready for a snow job. Okay, I get it.
But there's nothing sexual or sexy about
that should be for like Ski School.
I totally agree. Or like some kind of National Lampoon ski movie, or something like that. I totally agree with you. Not this one. Doesn't work.
There's no shark pun.
No,
it's a pun about being in the snow with hot chicks. Okay.
Jaws goes skiing or something. Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, and basically, as it's alluded to in the movie, this is kind of an indirect sequel to Sand Sharks, as like Dale mentioned. That's all I got for trivia. Budget. I couldn't find a budget for this movie.
Bummer. That's 2 in a row.
Yeah, some of these are getting harder to find. But regardless, there are some 5-star reviews for this.
These special movies have a place in these special people's hearts. 5-star reviews.
All right, so there's only 6 total 5-star reviews. So I roll them all down because they're really short. From Lee Greer, it was okay. I collect sci-fi, so I collect movies, horror, and sci-fi. 5 stars.
5 stars.
5 stars. Even though it was just okay, but he collects movies, horror, and sci-fi. ICANN has tanks, writes, fun because sharks and stuff. 5 stars.
I found the IMDb, so it's out of 10, right?
Yeah, out of 10.
2.3 out of 10.
All right, there you go. 2.3 out of 10. I'll write that down. I don't know why it doesn't matter now, but
sure, just
for historical sake. And then Renee Jones writes, it was good. 5 stars.
5 stars.
Now Linda Means writes, which I think is an alias for Borat here at this point, because she's like, very nice movie.
Maybe she's that Russian Puerto Rican.
Maybe she. Very nice movie. 5 stars.
Very nice movie.
From FL Sharf writes, I like movies like this, so this was perfect for me. 5 stars. And lastly, from Amazon customer, honestly, I've never felt closer to God. 5 stars. That's that.
That's that.
That's that.
No 1 stars?
No, I just
didn't write you down.
No. Let's wrap this shit up. This episode is taking way longer than it should for this fucking movie.
We've been blabbing a lot.
Yeah, we have been blabbing a lot. So we got off course quite a few times. Anyway, Aaron, wrap this shit up.
Well, it's Avalanche Shark. You know what you're getting. It's just camp. It's gonna be camp and dumb. But you missed the big marks. I mean, I'm not gonna hold you to the highest standards Marshall does, and like going on a rant about explaining how the sharks got there. I don't give a fuck. Who fucking cares? I don't care if they're from space. I don't care if they got lost on their way to Albuquerque. Whatever. I don't care. But you missed your marks, man. You missed your marks. And I thought for sure this was a sci-fi movie or a made-for-TV movie.
It was probably definitely a made-for-TV, or at least direct-to-video. But if it was a sci-fi, we'll say like sci-fi originals in the opening credits. This one did not.
Yeah, so I don't get it. I don't know, because there was no bad words. There's no tits. There's gore. It's shitty gore, but at least
I don't even call it gore. People getting eaten is not gore because you don't see anything.
You still see the gal split in half. You see bloody stumps. You see more blood, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably more it's still PG-13-ish. But I feel as if you could have pushed maybe the bikinis a little more. You could have pushed a little more like risque jokes. I mean, your tagline is
snow job.
Get ready for a snow job.
Yeah.
You're teasing us, and it's fucking Avalanche Sharks. We know it's going to be camp. you're not giving it to me full force, because I wanted to like some dumb shit like this. It just missed the mark, to be perfectly honest. There were certain aspects I did like about it. I liked the Dale character. I liked the Duffy character. It got better as it went along. The movie did get better. The finale wasn't too bad. It was kind of fun, but it just wasn't enough to save it. Going to have to say so bad it's scary.
Yeah. All right. I will definitely. I will say this for it though. And I'll ask you this as well. I think it was definitely better than Shark and Saw Women's Prison Massacre that we did last year. I think it was better than that. But that, again, not saying a whole lot.
Yeah. The only thing that saved it was,
yeah, that's the only thing that saves that movie for me. Thank you. And thanks to Renee for that one. But yeah, so bad, scary. I hated this movie. I agree with you. They missed their mark. They could have done some other things that make it a little more entertaining, a little more,
it's fucking
the kills.
Avalanche Sharks.
Yeah. And honestly, I like, what the fuck? You're making them space sharks now? But more look like, fucking do it. If you just want full on stupid with this, like just full crazy, I would have been on board. Because I'm like, you spinal tapping, turning the shittiness up to 11, the dumbness up. I'll get behind that because then I know what it is.
It's a good point. But when you're making a movie like this, you need to turn to 11. They were like at an 8 or a 9.
If that, but yeah, they try to balance like, oh, we're campy, but we're trying to make it kind of serious too. Like explain, but then
I didn't get any sense of serious.
Well, not serious, but I mean, if you're gonna have spirit ghost sharks flying around, I don't know. Maybe I'm not explaining it very well, but yeah, I'd much rather have them go full tilt stupid than leaving it where it was in this weird gray area for me. The kill sucked. I don't know. All I can say is it's better than Shark and Saw Women's Prison Massacre.
Come on, crap on a cracker.
Yeah, crap on a cracker. It's again so bad. I say so bad, scary for me as well. I'm starting. I've watched so many shitty shark movies this last week trying to find these, and I'm just like, ugh. They're all kind of blurred together.
How many shitty shark movies have you seen?
This week alone now, trying to get prepared for this, trying to find out which ones we're going to do. Probably 7, at least.
Good God.
Yeah. Which makes me my next question. Since Shark Week technically wraps up next week, do you want to do another shark movie next week, or do we want to move on?
Well, we did have a suggestion from
yeah, I watched that one, and I'm sorry, Milo, we're not doing that one.
Milo Pantone suggested some shark movies.
I watched them, and it's not... They're dumb. I'll give you that. They are dumb. So thank you, Milo, for making me waste an hour and a half of my time on that. But
again, for the listeners, check out Milo Pantone's YouTube page. He reviews junk food. It's pretty funny. It's pretty good stuff. But yeah.
But the movies, it's just not dumb enough. Like there's just it's blech, but I don't think
it's bleh, but not the right kind of bleh.
Yeah, like I don't see us having fun talking about it. Like there's not enough.
Marshall's a connoisseur of bleh. This doesn't quite taste it, excite his palate.
Yeah, this isn't the vintage bleh that I want.
Well, you know what? Maybe we should go classic. Maybe we should go like Jaws 3 or something. That's a shitty fucking movie.
Yeah, but then I also thought, we could do Sand Sharks, which is the original to this. Aaron's like, fuck no. I also, God, where's the other shit? Deep Blue Sea 2 was another one I think we could do.
Deep Blue Sea. Or
Deep Blue
Sharknado.
Sea, Deep Blue Sea is kind of good. It's fun. I like Deep Blue Sea, the original one. I won't lie. But and Sharknado's been done. Everybody knows Sharknado, and I don't want to do Sharknado.
Deep Blue Sea on a massive scale as a big budget movie is still considered a shitty horror movie or a B movie. It's like a big budget B movie. You know?
All right, we'll think. Maybe I don't know. We'll think. We might do another shark movie. We might not. I don't know. But who knows? At this point, I'm kind of burnt down on shark movies. But if we really want,
you watch a shitload of shark movies. I
did.
If you said you watched 7 of them,
at least,
dude, no wonder you're a grumpy Gus today. No wonder you're like, shut. I'm like, hey, man, how you doing? You're like,
yeah, I was like, God, ghost shark, swamp shark, snow shark, ice sharks. A ghost shark, urban shark, or is Ghost Shark 2 urban shark?
Urban shark.
Urban shark.
Please, God, was
land
shark in the ghetto?
Land shark and Sharktopus versus Terracuda, the one that Milo recommended. or suggested. God damn, I can't just. It's Deep Blue Sea 2. I watched that as well. That one would be kind of funny to make fun of because there's some stuff in there that is kind of ridiculous. But I don't know. It just. Why are we even still talking? We can do this off air. I don't know why we're still talking about this. Is anybody still listening at this point?
Sorry, guys.
Sorry.
We're going to subject you to this.
We're going to wrap up this week.
Marshall's had it.
I'm done.
You're fucking
I'm
toast.
just done. My brain is fried.
You're basically chum.
I'm chumming the water at this point. Guys, watch more horror movies. And we'll be back later. In the meantime, watch more horror movies and remember to always keep it tight.